There, it says we're live. Welcome to the Bob and Tam show today.
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, we'll wait for a few people to come on, and we'll see what the heck is going on. And then we've got a little bit of an agenda to talk about tonight, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna get my phone back up to make sure we're on.
I don't, it's not, says it's still waiting here on mine. Set to begin in such amount of time. There it is.
So, hey.
It says
So-
6 people are on. Hello.
Yeah. So, where we at today? Look, I even made a little thing to tell everybody where the heck we're at.
A little banner.
Find the stupid
The
mouse.
mouse. There it is.
We're live from the Pizza Hut in Claremont, Florida. Ding.
Nation.
There you go. We got
And it
15
got
on.
some sort of phone thing that's driving me nuts.
Yeah, we may have moved. We didn't realize we asked the other day because this place that had the great internet outside. Verizon's picking up crazy. Only place probably in all of Florida that Verizon works in is right here. And so we got that. AT&T's working a little bit, so we're enough to run our phones on, so we can make sure we're live and clear. So tonight we got a couple exciting things going to be going on. We're going to have
Dickerson's on.
first one is going to be our talk about trailers for pulling trailers with your motorcycle, and that's going to be
Nicole and Andrew.
yep. So they're going to
And
be
I
coming
hope they
on.
got the link.
But moving around,
Hi.
you hit down too far,
I was
messing with
trying-
the computer. You
I
can't
was-
get anywhere down here.
I was trying to put the comments back up.
You can go back up here. There you go. A
Oh
whole
my
bunch
gosh,
of them.
look at Dallas is on. How about that?
So you got to get rid of the it went off.
It goes off when you click, it'll go over the top of it. Dallas is on. Biff Bifferson's on. Hello, he's about ready to get in his sports store and practice breaking it in.
So it's a brand new. Did you get your brand new one there, Biff?
I like that. When Jim says pating, Repping says on, he says pating. Somebody on Facebook.
If you go on Facebook, right above the video that you have, there's a little thing that's highlighted that says StreamYard. If you click that, it gives them permission to put your name on our channel. So they're not using it or anything like that. It's only just like the people that are on here right now on YouTube. So if you click that, we'll know who you are. So tonight we're going to be talking about that. That's going to be our first guest coming on. Our second guest is going to be Larry from the Bullhead River Run, which is going to be coming up here about a month, a little more than a month, probably about 5 weeks. That's going to be coming up. So he's going to give us an update on what's going there. And then our last time we're going to be talking about is the giveaways that we've got. We've got a whole bunch of neat stuff that we're going to be giving away through our vendors that we had. And what are you looking for?
I'm trying to bring up Facebook and it won't do it. It says it's live soon. It's live now. There's Richard Brooks. He's on there. Hi there, Richard. We're here to say hello to
You had
you
to refresh
guys.
it. That was a picture that I put up that said we were going to go live.
I kept clicking on it.
It
It
wouldn't.
wouldn't do
It
it.
wouldn't work.
All right. Oh, so that's Michael Gillette said pating. David Warner said pating.
Richard's here. Yep.
There's Jeffrey Pope. Hey there. He's from Eureka Springs at the cat house. Dallas says, hey Sam, how you doing there? Dallas, my good old buddy. I think I can see better with my glasses off. I think it's too far away. Lucky Red
Hawk.
Hawk. What's
What
the
is-
next rally? Panama City?
Nope. We actually, if it all goes well, this Saturday we're going to be.
And Brooksville, Florida.
Yep, that is over by Tampa. Depends on the rain. We don't want to drive. Hey, gas dropped 6 cents a gallon here. Holy Jennifer Jupiter, we're gonna go fill up. We did it. I filled up when it was $4.99. Now it's like $4.93. One station said if you pay cash, you get it for $4.85. And we'll draw some money out.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Well, we've been gassing up around right now. I'm over 100 miles again.
It's a
So-
1995 Sportster that
Okay.
Biff got, and he says he's a new rider. Gonna
Okay.
practice breaking it. Go to like a church parking lot during the weekdays. You can drive everywhere. That's where I would go over and do figure eights, and then I go backwards to try because I'd always do it right-handed, and then I got to do it left-handed too. You have to make left-hand turns on the motorcycle.
Joe's from Michigan.
There he goes. Oh, Blakey's on. There's my Blakey.
Yeah.
That's our number 2 grandson.
Yeah. So tonight we're going to be talking about, we got a little bit of updates on Daytona.
Oh, he's want to know our next rallies.
Oh, we did. That was the next one. Was going to be
Brooksville.
in Brooksville.
And then the one after that.
And after that is going to be Leesburg. They have their No, not the exact date. We're probably only going to do, I don't know. If we got nothing absolutely to do, we may go over there Friday and then come back over on Saturday. I don't know yet. But we won't be staying at night because we want to ride the bike back and forth, and we don't want to drive on these roads at night when we're not familiar with all this stuff. So that'll be Leesburg, and then right after Leesburg, within a couple of days, I think the next week is Panama City Beach. So that'll be the next one on.
Where's the Mermaids Rally? Michael asked about the Mermaid Rally. Is that out west or is that out here in Florida?
You think it'll be around here?
I don't know.
So Dallas wants to know if you'll join his live group next week.
Sure.
If we have internet.
You'll have to show me or send me a link to where it's at. There's Goose. Goose is on. The team now. There you go, Mike. Good evening, folks. Dave Weber.
So we got an update from our vendors. A lot of people going on.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I don't know how many people we got on.
42.
Pretty on my phone.
$7 a gallon here. Wow. Are you in California or New York? Probably one of them two places. Christopher Dodd said.
He rode with us in Spearfish.
Oh, cool.
Missed us in Daytona. I think he wrote me the other day and said that he missed us.
He asked if I remember the name, and I was like, yeah. Oh, there's his hey, Drew. Okay.
And what do you got? I'm going to try to order some gas from Fish.
They can get it to you.
Yeah, it's lost. Oh, Neil made it.
Oh, there he
said
is.
He didn't know if he's going to get in early enough tonight.
There's Christopher again. I'll see you in Panama. Say, okay, we'll have to try to meet up with you.
You're wiki wacky. When I was a kid, we went there and watched the water skiers and all that.
What's up, guys? On the road, RV style.
Okay, are you caught up? I caught up? No, still coming in.
Yep.
It's still $3.99 here. Well, we're talking about diesel.
Yeah.
Here, gas, unleaded gas is like $4.28 is what it's kind of running. Maybe it's a little bit lower now. I'm not sure. And
It's all here. Is that Dallas and Droop and all of them? It said, you know what state I'm in just by the price of gas. Yeah, well, that says a lot. Our daughter sent us a picture of the gas the other day, and it's like crazy.
California prices.
Yeah, well, there's Paul in Arizona.
So there's a whole bunch of people here knowing each other. So we appreciate you guys chatting with each other there. And got another group coming in, I guess, checking us out. So we're going to give you a little bit of update. We got a hold of quite a few of the vendors from Daytona Bike Week. And actually,
Nicole, check your email. I sent you a link to get on.
And so what we found out is all the ones that we contacted and all the ones we were talking to during the rally, this is the best rally they've ever had in Daytona. They had great traffic control, with traffic coming into their shops and their stands, and all did excellent in business. Actually, Adams Amsoil said it might have been one of the best rallies they've ever had. So I'm not sure if she meant overall or if this was the best that she's had ever. So everybody is pretty pleased with how the rally turned out. It's going to be really hard to count how many cars there is. We've already called into the cities. We're waiting for them to get back with us on numbers. I don't know how fast they come back with stuff. On tickets and deaths and all that. Fatalities.
Best rally to date.
Yeah. So we'll see how that all goes. But you could have meant the best rally to date as of Daytona or Florida. So it was a good rally overall. Other than the rain kind of messing things up. But, I mean, it didn't rain that long. But, I mean, a lot of people, I think, on Saturday ended up coming out in their cars and trucks instead of bringing their bikes out. So it would be really, really hard to estimate what had. My guess is maybe 50,000, maybe 75 at the most. The first weekend was really good. That's why I said there was 20 or 30,000 bikes already by the first Saturday. This Saturday coming around this week, you couldn't tell. It was like a small rally. There was probably, I seen another 10 or 20,000 bikes probably in between that. But if you add those together, because a lot of people did leave, but people like us, we stayed the whole time. So it's going to be really hard, which I always tell everybody that nobody knows how many people came to any rally. All they can do is estimate.
A good guesstimate.
That's right. and that's what it is. And most of these promoters and stuff in cities always tell you way more than what they had. If they came and said, oh, well, Daytona only had 20,000 people, you'd be going, well, screw that, I ain't never going back there. There's nobody ever shows up. So they're going to tell you it's about 150 to 200,000 people, probably, maybe even more. It wasn't that crowded. I felt it was more crowded last Daytona when it was colder than it was this time, because it was, especially like when you're walking through Destination Daytona, it wasn't packed full of people. There was spots that were, but not. The restaurants and stuff we went in, we really didn't have any real long time, maybe 20 minutes waiting to get a table. To where, last year you had, well, I know we had less people working, so that might have had a lot to do with it. But I mean, some places it was an hour or more, and we didn't wait. So overall, I think Daytona was really good. I'm pretty pleased with it. We tried to hit so many new places that we really got messed up, and we spent so much time the first week trying to get with people that didn't meet with us that we drove 500 miles driving all around Florida there in the truck trying to set everything up. So it didn't go as well as what we thought it would. The gentleman we stayed with, Sam, he was all the way on the other side of Port Orange, which was great if you wanted to go to the doghouse, or one place we didn't make it to was Last Resort. We didn't get over there. We didn't get over to Flagler Beach. We wanted to go down there and eat and stuff, spend a little time down there, didn't do that.
We met up with another subscriber, Mark. He lives right around Destination Daytona. He kept telling us about Flagler Beach, and I thought, well, maybe we could meet him out there one day, but never got back out. Well, the rain kind of put a damper on stuff too, so you just couldn't get on your bike and go.
So the first day we put the rain gear on and did all that, and we were fine. Second day, she played wet t-shirt and got soaked. And so then after that, we're like, let's just try to play with the rain, try to get back in time, ride the bike in the morning, come back. Luckily, Saturday we didn't do that. We ended up taking the truck over to Destination Daytona, and then it poured down rain around 10 o'clock or whatever. It just poured. And so not too bad. But I mean, overall, wasn't too bad of a rally. A lot of people I see a lot of people on Facebook, just complaining about trailers and stuff. I always got that one saying, they always say, real bikers don't bring their bikes in trailers. Real bikers don't call themselves bikers either. So you're way off base there too. But I mean, it's like I just wrote somebody on Facebook, says, real bikers. And he had pictures of out his nice condo window or wherever he was staying at. Real bikers never stayed in hotels and motels either. So, didn't stay at any campgrounds that had any facilities. Back in Sturgis, if you go to Sturgis, you see that little lake there on the way to the Buffalo Chip and Beaver Bar and all that. That is where people used to camp at, right there. No bathrooms, no nothing. They jump in that little pond. That's why a few years ago, they used to have signs out there telling you, no camping at the city park, because that's where they all went.
Yep.
So
we got the pepperoni pizza. That's all he pretty much eats. We got breadsticks and cinnamon buns, and then I got some boneless chicken wings. So that's what we had for dinner. It was really good.
Oh, when did we have for lunch?
White Castle.
So they do have one here in for those that don't know about it, but White Castles. We actually talked to a guy today. We never have made it to a Crystal's, and the guy told us, well, he ate there like 20 years ago and said there was no difference. There was a big difference between White Castle and Crystal's. So we've been trying. She thought one down the road today, and we didn't find it, and I decided let's just go over to White Castle in Orlando and check that out. And we ate there. Right around $20.
No beer.
No.
I don't know if they even have beer here.
I wouldn't think so. Right now, their restaurant part is they've got no servers, so you got to go to the counter and order everything, and they got soda in the bottle, water in the bottle, so they don't have.
This person didn't give me the water. She says, "Well, that special's only because they must have the liter bottle, so you got 4 bottles of soda." And I said, "Well, could I get two sodas and 2 waters?" And she's like, "Well, I'll just do it, but it's just for soda only." So that's better. I mean, with the water's not that much.
No.
Time changes. Did you get a beer? No. So there was SJS. I forgot to see her. It says they say it looks like your eye is getting better, and it is. Almost all back to normal. It's got a little red in it, but most of it.
Well, we're pretty caught up now. Not too bad. Thought last time we were going to blow away. They kept making it sound like there was going to be tornadoes come through here and everything, and not much of nothing. It rained hard. Today we had mornings out again, but yesterday they were all north. Today they're all south. But we just got almost drenched here. We forgot the extension cord, and then we found we had the extension cord. Went over to Walgreens across the street to get an extension cord, and
poured down
walked out the door, and it looked like a monsoon. But by the time we got here, the sun
Yeah, the sun's
just
out
now
now.
starting to come down. That was just like 30 minutes ago.
Russell said he likes In-N-Out burgers.
Yep, In-N-Out's good. We do
Crystal
In-N-Out.
gave me the donkey cake cheese. Oh, man, why's it got to be White Castle? Oh, there's one down there in Phoenix now, right, Mike?
Yeah, we made it the one there at in Scottsdale. It's a fancy one like the one that's in.
Yeah.
See, the old ones used to just be a little square white porcelain like building, and that was all there was to it. You walk to the counter, and they had like maybe two tables, and that was it. That's kind of like the old school and back
Where
in
we
the
were
60s
from.
and stuff. When we seen White Castle the first time, but I didn't realize they were. A guy we talked to today was from New York, and he said they've been up there for years too. I didn't know they went that far. I think they're out of Indiana. Where they're out of?
I don't know, somewhere around the Midwest there, because they were all over St. Louis. Then another lady was in there when she picked him up. She said she was from Chicago, so she knew about him too. I said, "Yep."
She was from Indiana.
Well, no, when I went up to the counter, because I asked for, they don't like cheese on them. They don't taste the same.
It ruins the taste.
So I asked for, because you can only order them with cheese. And I said, well, I want 4 of the originals, no cheese. And it had on my receipt, no cheese. We get them, they got cheese on them.
I took one bite and it was like.
So when I went up there, I told them, and the
cheese
lady
kills the onion taste.
the little lady that was up there getting her order was saying she was from Chicago. So you didn't get to meet her. Five Guys is better.
Oh, we had a special treat yesterday. Who did we meet yesterday?
Guy from the UK.
Yeah, him and his wife. They started following our channel. They came to. They only had a car. They're looking to buy. They've got. I think he's got a Can-Am or something like that at home, over there in England. So he's looked at us and he's like, I know you're YouTube, Tam and Tom. Call me Tom. So. And then so we talked and we gave him a sticker and took pictures. He came on the other day, and yesterday's pictures. And it's pretty neat. It's neat, especially that's first person in Orlando that picked us out of a crowd.
Yeah.
So
we went to Golden Corral and he saw us.
Yeah. So that was pretty exciting. So other than that, not too bad. It's getting hot here. Not hot. It's like 80. It was 82 and it felt like 85 today. Very humid. Had to turn the air conditioner on. Probably the first time we turned the air conditioner on.
Since we've been in Florida, yeah. We've been having all the other stuff. Oh, there's Vanessa. She said she was going to give us a t-shirt.
And we have a whole bunch of neat stuff to talk about as we go on. If you guys just came on, we're going to have a couple come on and talk about towing a trailer behind your motorcycle. We've had a lot of people ask for that information. And we seen them the other day and thought, hey, you guys could come on the channel and talk about it and answer people's questions. Because I've never pulled a motorcycle. I never pulled a trailer with a motorcycle. So I don't have any information to give anybody. So we thought they'd come on, and they're going to come on right around the 7:30 mark, I think. And they're going to talk about that.
They sent us a couple pictures of their motorcycle and their trailer
setup.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of neat. And then after that, we'll have Larry from the Bullhead River Run, which took over for the Laughlin River Run. That'll be coming up here. He'll be coming in after that, talking about all the exciting things that he's got lined up.
I did look it up.
What?
The Mule Days in Columbia, Tennessee.
Oh, has anybody ever been to the Ohio Bike Week? That's my question. Somebody was on the internet today asking questions or telling me things about it, and I looked on the internet and I didn't really see a whole lot. I guess they've said the last 2 years it's been canceled. So I'm looking for somebody. Is there anybody on there tonight that has been to the Ohio Bike Week? It's like the last weekend in May into June. So it's 10 days long. So I went online. They don't really have much of nothing on there right now. No bands, no nothing's been set up. So just curious if anybody's been to Ohio for the bike week.
It's been in the 80s, but you don't have any humidity.
Yeah.
Any Marie?
So yeah, it's been tough with humidity and stuff like that. It's moist and all that. At least now actually had the heater on the other night. It got cold, and I got to kind of dry the trailer all out. She got it all cleaned up.
Looks a lot better now. Now it just smells like a dog.
Gotta find a place to give Charlie a bath.
Yes, he needs a bath.
Smells like a dog.
There's one like 25 miles away, but I don't. Well,
can't strap him on the motorcycle.
The White Castles was 25 miles away, so that's only a mile further.
Or you have to take the dog and hang around, or go take him and bring him back.
Well, it's the place that we go where we wash him. Have you guys seen the video of the bike and trailer jumping? Yes.
Yes,
It's on our
somebody,
Facebook
yeah,
page.
somebody posted the updated one. You know, and the guy, I was reading the article the other day.
No, it was on the news.
I know, but I read, but somebody posted it on our website,
Okay.
the actual him riding up it.
Mm.
So, but he tried to say he didn't see, the rain was too bad. So, but if you watch him drive, he tried to go right between the two arms that came down to block the lanes, and he caught the right one. So yes, this moron was trying to beat the bridge. He wanted, maybe he didn't want to sit there and get wet. I don't know what his story was. He's lucky he, you know, who knows how much Daytona is going to charge him for all that. You know, that's not an excuse wiping off your helmet. Dude, if I could see glasses, but not your helmet with a shield on it. You're going to be able, it's not like a pair of glasses where water's getting in your eyes. I don't know. I guess he thought somebody'd buy that story, but I think most of the people on the internet's kind of just shaking their head saying, I don't think that really happened. I think he was trying to beat it. I don't think he was stupid enough to think he could jump it, but I think he was stupid enough to think he could. And if you watch him, it wasn't that he lost control. As the bridge went up, he just fell off. And the bike went on the side, and off to the side it went. It's just, I don't know. It's sad.
Moto Noggin's on. So Dallas, are you going to send me a link on through email?
Maybe he's just saying that.
I don't know. His eye is much better. A few people have asked. It's almost all gone. It's still just a little pink. Yeah, just looks
Didn't look too
like
bad.
just looks bloodshot now. It doesn't look nothing like it did. It's much better.
I healed up without going to the doctor.
Yeah, he did fine.
I wasn't thinking anything else. You're right. No one does what you do in the motorcycle community, keeping us up, know what's going on. I found Uncle Mike's Diner in Sturgis because of you. Keep up.
I think it's Uncle Louis' Diner. Is that the one you mean, Uncle Louis?
Uncle Louis. And but yeah,
Yeah,
but I think his name might be Mike. It's not Louis.
Oh yeah,
it's not Louis.
It is. I thought it was Dave. I don't know.
But it's not
yeah,
Louis.
isn't his name. That's true. It might be Mike.
Yeah.
Someone posted of it on the boat going under the bridge while the bike was hanging.
Yeah, I seen that one too. And that guy hardly didn't have anybody looking at his video.
Wow, that's unusual.
What?
That somebody like that, something like that they didn't have a lot of people watching it. I guess it was old news. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's other people that posted the videos too, and I don't know. Yeah, got like 1,000 people looked at ours.
Okay, see if she's gone. You think she might have gone? SJS says she's got a friend that lives in Akron, Ohio. She said she'll call her and see if she's gone.
And so what I wanted to know about Ohio is, this girl wrote, well, I put down, people are complaining that there's not any big concerts in Daytona. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But so this girl come back and said, oh no, in Ohio, they always have all these big names. Gave me this big old list of all these people, Aerosmith and everybody else, Kid Rock, all these people come up there and play. And I'm thinking, okay, and how much does the tickets cost? Oh, it's free. Well, then something's not right. Yeah, Buck Cherry, you might have them come because I see them playing the fairs and stuff, and they're probably not a high-end band. But I mean, some of these bands want at least $30,000 to come in. Kid Rock, we heard Kid Rock in Ocean City charged $120,000 for that job. So to get somebody big name, you got to pay for it. So then I said, well, who pays for this? Well, they have sponsors and VIP tickets. Well, how many VIP tickets are you selling to make up for $30,000? And they said, well, we got the vendors. Progressive dumps a lot of money. Progressive puts a lot of money into all these rallies, but I don't see them paying for bands. And so I can see some stuff, but I can't. But maybe they only have one headliner. I don't know. I don't know what I said. Panama City's got their deal, and so. And then she goes, well, the ones in Ohio always are free. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I went back and tried to look up some history on Ohio, and I can't find nothing. And to see do they have 10 nights of name acts like the Buffalo Chip does, which some of the ones that the Buffalo Chip has isn't to me headliners. Headliner is like, well, headliners is which is what Rod said when we talked to him last week. He actually said a headliner to him is somebody that's putting out current music today too. So I told him the ultimate party. I seen him. Okay. The ultimate party in Sturgis would be the last Saturday have Jimmy Buffett come, have a bunch of truckloads of sand dumped out front there in the pit, and bring in, have some drinks made up, margaritas and things like that, hurricanes, and you bring a different crowd in that last Saturday. If any of you ever stay till Friday and Saturday at the end of the week, it's a locals weekend. It brings in a lot of these really young kids that really shouldn't be at rallies. They don't know how to act. They act stupid. You see them on Main Street, and that's why we used to always leave on Thursday, because we didn't want to deal with that. And we see this now. If it wouldn't be for the YouTube channel, we would be gone by at least Friday morning. Friday and Saturdays in Sturgis is just insane.
John was asking how come there were trucks and cars on Main Street during the rally.
I don't know. It's Daytona.
I think when it rains and there wasn't as many motorcycles out, they let cars.
I think what they do is when it really rolls down to is when they finally decide to put police down there at the intersections, that's when they turn the signs around. Because just like when we went down there last Saturday to see if we could catch that motorcycle down there, and they already had it gone, that there was no cops anywhere on Main Street. You could have done, and I'm not telling you to do this, you could have done a burnout all the way down Main Street, and there was nobody there to do anything to you on Saturday afternoon. I don't know where they were at, but I noticed that throughout the week, that once the police all get down there, I think they don't want to deal with the cars, and that's why they block it off. I think that's the only reason they don't allow cars to come down Main Street. When they're not there, they could care less.
Alrighty. So if you guys got your questions for Nicole and Andrew, they're up and they're ready to come on. It looks like they're in our little green room waiting. One more question here. It looks like a different rally. Second Friday. Yeah, Mike was out there for Sturgis too.
And it is. And
I think Nicole and here you can put them on. I don't know how to do that.
So we're going to do some different things in the channel here in the next few weeks. Somebody was complaining that it cost them $10,000 to go to Daytona. I think their truck broke down and they had to rent a U-Haul truck. They never wrote me back after I wrote what I said. But under normal conditions, you can spend as much money as you want going to a rally, or you can spend as little as you want. We eat at, if you watched our things, we eat at Arby's, and we ate at Golden Corral, and we ate at places when they had different sales on. We didn't even make any.
We're not big foodies either. So.
Well, but I mean, we didn't really eat at any really high-end restaurants. Plus, we didn't really eat anything at the venues other than Colt's barbecue. We ate there. So let's go ahead and bring these guys in, and they're going to talk to you about towing a trailer. So let's get on. Yep. So we're going to add them to the stream.
There they are. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. They actually went on our ride with us when we were out in Sturgis. They volunteered and was our end road captain on our ride. So they did a good job of keeping everybody in the herd there. So you want to tell us what kind of motorcycle you got and what kind of trailer you guys got?
Yeah. So I'm not an expert, but I've a heavy trailer around the country some. So I have a 19 ultra limited low.
Okay.
I picked up new and I put a stage 3 in it right from the get-go. So it is a 117. So that's a picture of it. So I pull a timeout camper trailer. I looked it up.
Looks
weight on it. Yeah, weight on it's 450 or 350 pounds to 375 pounds from the factory. And as you can see, we pile on a lot of stuff. I haven't weighed it full, but it's probably in the, I'm guessing 600-700 pound range for sure. So it's going to be heavier than most trailers and less aerodynamic than most trailers. So that's probably worst case scenario, pulling a trailer.
So that's what it looks like all folded out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with timeout, it has, I got the 10x12
canopy,
extra room that straps onto it. Gives you a lot more space. So it works out well.
It's quite roomy.
Yeah, it works out really excellent. You can haul all your stuff on it, and then you have a place to stay when you get there. And we like to dry camp.
So what's it like hauling it down the highway?
It's actually surprisingly easy. Number one question I get, basically every gas stop from here to Sturgis. We live in Delaware right now. Been here a little over a year. So 1,700 miles from here to Sturgis. Number one question is, everybody approaches me at the gas station. How does that thing pull? How does that thing pull? And it actually pulls very easy. A lot of times you don't even really remember it's back there at points. you think it doesn't push the bike around. You don't really feel it drag. You go over a big bump, you do get the extra bump on yourself when the trailer goes over, just like pulling any other trailer. So, but it doesn't.
Like 2 up on your bike, or
Yep, so it's 2 up.
Bike? 2 up, okay.
Yep, so it's 2 up, pulling the trailer, running stock suspension still, stock shocks. Rides pretty good.
That's good. So, what's gas mileage? A lot of different gas mileage pulling it?
Yeah. So, basically pulling that on the interstate, your gas mileage gets cut down quite a bit. It's usually the 170 mile range to a tank at the most. And we normally, when we're heading to Sturgis, things like that, we normally just want to get there. So we run tank to tank.
Okay.
So then it's stop, and like every time I stop, I check my wheel bearing temperatures, things like that. So I mean, some other trailer manufacturers out there, like the Bush Techs people talk about, things like that, they're a much lighter, nice fiberglass trailer. So unless you're putting bricks in there, it's going to be way lighter and way more aerodynamic than what I'm pulling. So I won't see an issue. I haven't really pulled it through like hills or mountains or anything like that, but I've taken some back roads.
Is that the only place you take it to Sturgis?
Yeah, I've taken it to Sturgis 3 times, and I took it to the Freedom Rally in Iowa 1 time.
Okay.
So,
How many miles? What's the longest trip you've taken with it, mile-wise?
was 1,700 one way.
Okay. That's pretty good.
So that was this last Sturgis.
How long have you been pulling the trailer?
So three and a half years.
Yeah.
Do you ever have any trouble with it fishtailing or anything?
No, I've never had any trouble fishtailing, and I've pulled it 100 miles an hour at points. Across South Dakota on 90.
I know you can kind of get away with a lot out there, can't you?
Yeah. So South Dakota, 90's nice and flat and straight, and I'll be just in the left lane blowing by people.
So Guns and Rides here, he has a Legends trailer. Have you heard of that?
I have. Yeah. I've never known anybody to have issues pulling trailers per se, especially if you have a cruiser. Anything like that that has a decent amount of weight to it itself.
Yeah.
Well, somebody had said the other day that if you still had your bike under warranty, they would void the warranty if they found out you pulled the trailer. Have you heard that?
To my knowledge, from what I've heard, as soon as you put a hitch on your bike, you voided your warranty on your drivetrain. I mean, I've heard, this was just a rumor, don't know if it's true, that I know a person that had a hitch on their bike that went to Sturgis, and they had it parked at Black Hills Harley, and somebody was walking around looking for hitches and running VIN numbers and marking bikes.
Wow.
I never heard that.
That's a pure rumor somebody told me.
Yeah, I'll have to check. It's kind of hard to believe that the factory, normally the factory never comes out. So they'll have these people that are at the displays are contract workers. It's just like in Daytona. I talked to a couple people there, and I'm like, do you work at Daytona, or did you work at Sturgis? Oh no, I got hired just for this week to be here.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Like I say, we'll get a hold of Black Hills Harley, and we'll check with them and see, but I've never heard that. I can't. That would be pretty, I don't know. That sounds
yeah, so like the first year I pulled it out to Sturgis, I was still under factory warranty. So I was a little paranoid, and I brought my tools to take my hitch off with me. If it break down, I could pull it off when I called to have it towed to the Harley dealer. But fortunately, I've never had any issues. Never been stranded. My bike's never left me.
Any trouble stopping?
I've not had any trouble stopping. I still run stock brakes, front and rear. That's on the list to get upgraded, though. They are about due for changing, so when that happens, I am going to upgrade. I think that's a smart thing to do. My trailer doesn't have brakes on it. They do sell a brake kit for it, electric brake kit. Probably not a bad idea to buy that, install it, but I haven't had any troubles.
Do you know what
Good.
is fully loaded?
I think you said at the beginning, but what is it fully loaded weight? How much does it
I'm
weigh?
I'm easily pushing the 700-pound range.
Okay.
For sure, because between the trailer itself weighing like 375, and then I got the cooler on the front, the brackets for the cooler. We bring a camp grill, all kinds of clothes, bedding, spare tire on it.
And Nicole even did a photo shoot there while she was there, didn't she, last time?
Yeah, she
She had
did.
all kinds of changes.
So I mean, there's 2 duffel bags of Sturgis only clothes that come out with us. So we are definitely voted down. So like I
Yeah,
said,
I'm not sure Mike
pulling-
why they.
you're pulling a normal, nice, light fiberglass trailer and just have it packed normal, I can't ever see it push your bike around at all. And I still run just the standard ball setup. I know I've seen a lot of people pulling trailers. They buy the swivel hitch, so if you were to get sideways or something and your trailer flips over, it doesn't flip your bike over. Kind of a safety deal.
No, that's good. Yeah,
So
I did.
that's an option.
Was it lugged down when we're pulling up hills?
No. So, like I said, I put a stage 3 kit in my bike straight from Harley. Ran that for 2 years. So last year I took it to Moonshine Harley in Tennessee and had them make it how it should be. I changed the cam, they changed my clutch and a few other items, went to a bigger throttle body, and my bike dynoed at 130 horsepower, 135 pounds of torque. So, but before those upgrades, it didn't really bog it much at all, especially you get that thing moving.
Yeah.
Trailer saved the guy in Daytona.
Well, that's why I just didn't know how the guy didn't fall in the water.
I
but
know, that's what I was saying.
Well, they finally showed the video the other day, which I think somebody put on our Facebook page, where the guy, well, you could see there's but I think it's the camera from the bridge that they let out, and the guy, he tries to say that he had his helmet on and there was water in front of his helmet and he couldn't see, so he was rubbing his shield, and you could see him go between the two, where the two bridges came down, the two guards come down. He went right in the middle. Well, he hit the right one, and then as it went up, I guess he lost all traction. He just fell off, and the bike laid on its side and went off the edge. So I don't even know how that hitch held that bike up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That's a heavy duty hitch there.
Yeah, you think you'd feel you hitting the arm, and then when you're going on the incline as the bridge is raising, I think you'd be able to tell something was wrong.
So Guns and Rides, he pulls trailers. I've seen him talk about it. He's only got the 107, and so I'm assuming Guns and Rides, you're not having any trouble up and down hills. Is the trailer rated for? Do you have a top speed?
We've had it going pretty fast.
Well, he's already said he's got 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The bike will go.
Well, it could be like U-Haul, where it tells you don't go over 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure all these trailer manufacturers have a recommended max speed for legal reasons.
What's our average speed? Probably like 85, 90.
Well, I see the
So
one
at
thing
least you can at least do the speed limit with no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I see the one thing you do is what you said, is you check the bearings on a regular basis.
I do.
If anything happened to the trailer, that's going to be what goes. Is the wheel bearings are going to go
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
high speeds.
Yeah, pretty much every gas stop I feel them for temperature every time, just to make sure.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that way if I know an issue's starting, I can start scoping out
Yeah.
new bearings.
Right.
So you said you guys always ride
Right,
two up?
Yeah,
Always.
always.
Yeah. So everything you're saying is based on two up and
Yeah.
up
So
and
that's
down the
good.
hills.
And they don't seem to have any issues pulling it, so that's great.
No. And a lot of people ask light wise. So I bought a pigtail is available. So at the Ultra, you got the tour pack, and the connections from the tour pack just splices in. Just undo the connectors and pop in a pigtail that runs out back to run your trailer lights. So that's super convenient, super easy to power your lights on your trailer.
Does it seem like the back tire wears anymore?
Faster with pulling the trailer?
Yeah, I think so. I just looked the other day. I just changed all my fluids, and I looked at my back tire, and it needs a new tire. So I probably have 10 to 12,000 miles on that tire, and it's just the factory replacement Dunlap, and it's pretty bald and it's cut pretty good, washboarded. So yeah, you're going to shorten the life of your rear tire, putting more weight on it, traveling across the country. But that's
And you said you get lower MPG also because you're pulling something.
Yep.
Because you got the 6-gallon tank on your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're losing probably about 80 miles to a tank.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times out cruising on trips, you're getting 200 plus, 230 to a tank. Yeah. Like I said, it's
You're getting about 170.
170 was about the max. So it's a trade-off. You pull anything within anything, you're going to lose fuel mileage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like we noticed that just by putting 2 up and loading the bags up.
Yeah.
It cuts the mileage down.
Yep.
So that extra weight.
2 up and you load it, you're doubling, tripling the weight going on the bike. It's gonna eat your fuel mileage up some.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, we thank you for all the info. We'll show these pictures again if somebody just came on of all of your.
Yeah, just green.
I've got the clicker, so that's, their bike and trailer, and then that's all the setup once they get there.
That looks like a Sturgis picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffalo chip.
That's
Somebody
Glencoe.
was a whole bunch of people were talking about the buffalo chip and said, "Oh, there's no picture, there's no shade down there, no shade." Yes, there is, but you've got to get there really early to get the shade. But it's only for the tent campers because you can get your rig in, but you couldn't get like a trailer of mine back in the trees.
Yeah.
And where Glencoe does have that, but Glencoe's just a little too wild at night for me.
We like our sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had that.
Yeah,
one
we've
year,
had that problem
One
there.
year at Glencoe, we stayed a little too close to the main action.
Have you been staying there a long time?
Yeah, I think I've stayed
3
there
years.
4 or 5 times now.
Okay.
So do you know
Tony,
and
Judy. I can't think of the last name. It's not Pelosi, but it's real
They're
close to that.
they're Italian.
Okay.
And he camps when you're going down that road. They asphalted. It starts with a T. Go down on the right-hand side, not almost to the end, but not to the end. He sits back in the trees there with the bluff behind him there. That's where he sits his trailer out there.
Okay.
They had air mattresses and blow-up furniture and all that stuff out there. Close
So I
enough, but
think,
he's doing about 15
Nicole and Andrew, right now you live in Delaware.
Yeah, we live in Delaware. We lived here for about 14 months now. Otherwise, we're originally from Minnesota.
Okay.
Red Wing, Minnesota, to be exact.
All right.
So have you done Laconia?
Have not. That might be on the list for this year.
That's what we're going to try. That's
Oh, we'll
if the
meet
gas
up
don't
with you if you go up there.
If the gas don't get crazy, that's where we've got it all set up. But like I say, gas here just dropped about 6 cents a gallon here in Florida, which was shocking.
That's
Once
shocking.
again, we all left, so now they were going to lower the price of gas.
You think the longer setup helps with stability rather than the shorter one, so that might help out a lot.
I definitely see that.
There's Potomoto. He was down there at
He lives in Florida. He lives down in southern Florida.
Yeah. Dallas.
Yes, Drew.
Other channels with us too. Yeah. They asked me to be on their live coming up, so I don't know. They said they'd send me a link. We'll see.
We just got to make sure we have internet because I can't believe Orlando. The internet here sucks. I can't believe such a big area like this. And if you have a Verizon phone, you might as well kiss it goodbye. It just doesn't work in Orlando at all. And then T-Mobile barely works, and AT&T doesn't really have much either. It's like I don't know how the people survive out here. And, but we've been traveling around, and this is the only place that actually Verizon's working here. And it's the strongest signal we've had since we've been
We're in Claremont, and that's like way outside. It's probably 30 miles outside of Orlando.
Yeah.
We had to drive around yesterday trying to find some place that we could get.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody's using it there, so it's
I don't
strong.
know. It's
Mickey
just,
hogs it all.
I don't know. Well, everybody told me it's because they're building all these new homes. And it's like, any place else we've traveled all over the United States, and for a city, this is the worst we've ever had anything. You can see like in Sturgis, they bring in stuff, and it can get really busy during the rally.
They bring in a lot.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's like any city we've been in. It'd be like me saying if I was in Los Angeles, I would think I don't have a signal. Well, no, I've never not had a signal in LA or Chicago, any big city. And Orlando's not no little. There's traffic's already crazy out here for spring break. But it's like I don't know. I don't know. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, we stayed at Pappy Hool a couple years ago. I mean, they bring ones right out there. It's perfect. So
yeah, he gets I think AT&T or something. He brings out the satellite.
That's our carrier. It works perfect out there.
So it's like a lot of these carriers look at that and they're like, hey, it's a big event. Which I don't know if other other promoters do it or not. Because I know over there, Michael Ballard always did it. We're so far out here, we need something, and I guess he got AT&T to step up and bring out the trailers.
He probably has to pay for that. I
don't know. He might. It's your customers. You're keeping your customers happy. So I don't know. Unless he needs it for his business, which he might.
Dallas is trying to get everybody to come to Mule Day. That's at the end of the month. I don't think we'll be that close to come. So, have you guys ever been to Americade? We have not. Have you guys ever been there?
Never even heard of it.
It's up that way somewhere by Laconia.
Well, we heard about it. Well, we only knew about it because Ciro, they go there. And they were telling me that's one of the big rallies that they go to, and they do pretty good at it. Well, this Ohio one, I hear people talk about Ohio, but I never had no idea that it was 10 days long. But it's running right up. It either overlaps or Laconia, or it's right up against it. I guess it starts the 31st of May. So it must start on Memorial Day and then runs that for 10 days.
Oh. So you'd have to go inland and then go back up.
Yeah. I've never been to the Ohio one. I've been to the Harley dealer in Sandusky, Ohio, and heard them talk about it. But
I mean, I don't know. Well, see, a lot of these rallies you don't know. You go to some of these events that I've been to, like they have one out in New York. In California. It's in Irvine. I forget what it's called, but it's more of a old school bike, or you roll the barrels, or you bite the wiener.
Biker games.
And there's a beer stand and somebody selling hot dogs and hamburgers, and that's about it. And to where we don't really have. There's not enough content for us to do something like that. It's a
week before Laconia in upstate New York. It's when Americade is.
Okay.
Because they were saying it. Somebody else was telling us about it, but I think it's more than a day's. It's at least a day's drive to get up to it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I went to one a couple years ago in North Carolina called the Smokeout Rally, and that's a real small little rally.
A lot of people say the other one's Gettysburg. A lot of people talk about that one too, but like I say, I don't know. We were going to do Ocean City this year, and then we had a bunch of people talk us out of it. But same thing. We would have had to go all the way over there.
We went to Ocean City. It's not worth it.
Wasn't that worth it? And where the main deal is where the band is, they were charging a pretty high fee to get in. And all that, and we opted out of it and just
it's like $72 a day to get in.
Wow.
Yeah, we felt it wasn't worth it.
I was like, no, we'll sit right here at this bar and we can hear it from here.
That's what I said. It's nuts when some of these places like that they charge so much. That's why I say when we talk about the Buffalo Chip, I had no idea all the events that the Buffalo Chip puts on, and I knew they did concerts and stuff, but I had not until we stayed out there last year. You could go to the Buffalo Chip and never leave, and still do everything you want to see, Bike Joes and the bikini stuff and all the bands and all that stuff. And it's when you look at it, it's not that bad of a deal. But if you're going to just go to one concert, $90 or $100 to go see a concert, it's kind of steep.
Yeah, and then deal with all the people trying to get in and out if it's a bigger name.
And but yeah, it's a lot easier when and just like everybody badmouths the Buffalo Chip, and it wasn't. Yes, it was dusty, but I mean, so is any other campground. Most other than Glencoe, finally, I don't know what made him asphalt that, because the guy he really wants to sell the campground. So I don't know why he even did it, unless somebody had free asphalt and he decided he wanted it.
Maybe he got a good deal. Maybe he's just trying to make it a little better to make it more marketable. But it's nice. It was really nice, all the asphalt they put.
We heard there was a lot of burnouts though done on it.
So always plenty of burnouts. Always.
So that's the only thing that just like I said, it keeps people up all night long. And
but you should know that going there.
Yeah,
if that's not your thing, there's a bunch of other quieter ones.
Well, same thing. You could probably stay back in the woods back there or down by the creek, and it probably wouldn't be quite so loud.
If you stay across the creek towards the drag strip,
it's
nice and quiet back there, and there's a ton of room. ton of shade. So.
We wanted to go back over there and do a tour of it, but the owners decided that they didn't want us filming with people might not want their privacy filmed. And it's like, we don't film. Yeah.
You can't show that on Facebook.
You want to show that anyways, yeah.
The people that actually own Glencoe actually live out by us in Arizona. And I had no idea. And somebody else told us, well, you got to go talk to them. And we're like, where are they at? Well, they're out there in Oldman, Arizona. And we're like, really? They're like, oh, yeah, they own that restaurant. And I'm like, really? And so we ended up going out there and talking to them. Well, they acted like when we first started talking, they're like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. And we were going to give them a free plug for the campground and all that. And then when it got to the end, they're like, we'd rather have you just promote Sturgis in general. Well, see, they got bad rap years ago. I don't know if probably before you ever went down there, they dammed up the creek.
Oh.
That creek supplies a lot of farmers with water for their cattle.
I think the stump was telling us about that.
And they got like a $4 million fine.
Oh.
And he had to do community service for like 6 months. And so we weren't going to bring any of that up, but hey, you didn't want to talk about it, so I'm okay with it. I mean, it's on the internet. Because I was trying to find a picture of this guy, because the guy that actually owns it, it's really hard to find anything on him.
I think there's two owners.
Yeah, there was 3, and now there's 2.
Yeah, there's 2. We met him last year.
Yeah, because the one we do is
Sean
Clark. Have you met him?
Yeah, and because one's involved with like the Cannonball Run and a couple of the other vintage bike runs.
And he's just a little different.
Chris's campground's really nice too, out there in Spearfish.
Yeah, that's another one. All righty, what do we add time-wise?
Oh.
Anything else you guys want to add to it?
No. If anybody thinks of anything else or want anything else, they can.
Don't feel to reach out. Yeah,
I'm on Instagram at AS Pipes. So AS is my initials. Pipes is a nickname that was given to me.
Okay, cool.
AS Pipes on Instagram.
I always call you As Pipes. Sorry.
Plain Pipes is just taken, of course. That's something in front of it.
There you go. Well, thanks for coming on. We really enjoyed it. It was good seeing you guys.
Yeah. Nice time with
and
you guys.
if anyone has any more questions, I'll send them your way.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty, thanks.
Bye.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
On the mouse. Here we go. Bye. All right, so that was pretty neat. We love to have people come on, and if you've got something unique, like Neil, we like to get Neil on here one of these times to give his experience.
How he gets to Sturgis. That's the unique way he gets to Sturgis from Alaska.
About his experience. I think he's been going like 12 years straight, I think. Been going pretty good. So I don't know where you're at on your comments.
It's this one, D-Dub.
So you're caught up.
Yeah.
Pretty caught up.
So he's definitely a shady character. I don't know who she was talking
Probably guy that owns Glencoe.
Well,
everybody to themselves.
Yeah.
They are who they are. And it's like, you own a big campground like that. It's kind of like Michael Ballard. He's kind of one of those guys too that you would think with a TV show, but I mean, you see a lot of YouTubers that don't want to talk to nobody either. So I guess you can't really go by that either. But
we saw him in Daytona on Main Street, and
I couldn't think of his name.
Michael Ballard, and he's like,
he just kind of glanced over his shoulder like.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go like attack him or nothing. I just said, hey.
I don't know. But see, a lot of people don't. We talk about that all the time now because the Full Throttle show's been gone for quite a while now. And I've said that before. That's why we go to Sturgis, because of the Full Throttle TV show. And they're like, what TV show is that? Who's Michael Ballard?
It was fun.
I guess it's old school now. So things have changed and the times have come and gone.
Yeah.
So,
have you been to Suckling Blow? Yes.
Yes. Suckling Blow is in Myrtle Beach. Yes, it is probably I would say it is the wildest place to be in Myrtle Beach. Is Suckling Blow. It goes by SB&B because a lot of people don't want to say the name. They usually have pretty good bands there. Big place, a lot of people. They got the burnout pits there. They got a lot of bars going on. They got some vendors. They do some bike shows there.
Same thing. Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures is on Facebook. It's a group page.
Yeah. So you can go on there and see different things that we post. You guys can post your pictures and stuff on there. We just don't like anybody to put anything YouTube without contacting us first. Somebody else did it the other day. I don't know who the guy was. He put something up and I ended up deleting it because I don't know who it was and I don't know anything. There's a lot of people that want to try to promote their channel off of other people. And what I do is I put stuff on Facebook too, but I never put a heading unless it's somebody like Paula. Paula's somebody that you can go on to most of the Sturgis ones and you can post your videos and stuff if you want. I try not to do it unless I go in the comments. If you're like, hey, I'm going to go to Sturgis and I can't find a place to stay. Well, we've got one video on, I put 2 videos out here in the last couple of months about picking a campground where you'd like to stay at based on your preferences. So those I'll put up when people ask for questions. I put it inside the feeds. I don't really, there's a bunch of people that just constantly are putting their videos up over and over, and they're like a year old and they're still posting them on a regular basis. I don't know.
Well, he'll message them too instead of putting it on someone else's Facebook page, I guess. He'll message them privately. So
and there's some that will ask, actually, you have to hold it and they look at it and see. But it's like Daytona. I put a couple of up about Daytona, especially like the camping one that we found, Crazy Horse. And we heard Crazy Horse was more campers there than they'd ever had before. We didn't get a chance to talk to them, but we did talk to a couple people that were staying there and for years, and they said they couldn't believe how many people were in there. So definitely we made a difference by giving out that good information to people. But it's just like that. There's one person that was talking to us, well, I guess he came on our page. And I don't know if it's Facebook or on YouTube, but wrote a pretty big thing. I think it was YouTube, and saying that you ought to tell your people, your subscribers. They started following us, went to this rally, and they spent over $10,000. Well, they never did write me back because I wrote and said, a rally is what did you think it is? Just like going to Disneyland. You go down here to Disneyland and stay at one of those big giant resorts for $400 or $500 a night with your family and buy the tickets, and you could spend, with your airplane tickets, you could spend $10,000, $20,000 pretty quickly. And so, yes, and then if you go to all these fancy, if you ate inside Disneyland all the time, you went to their hotels, you ate at their food, you could run up a pretty big ticket. We've never been able to do that. We've never had that kind of money. So we've always been thrifty. What I always liked about Sturgis was I'd make payments on it. We would book right away after Sturgis, soda, in August. And by December, so I made a pretty good chunk right away. And then in December, January, I usually pay the other half. And then most of them want about 3 months before you have to pay the final payment. And that's how I paid for the $1,500, $2,000 camping spots that we had in Sturgis years ago, how we did it. Didn't put them all on credit cards and stuff. And we always, we watch what we get. There's a lot of guys tell me that, they spend $3,000 or $4,000. Well, you go out to the bar and drink at night and spend $500 pretty quickly. But we don't drink a lot. And, you can always buy beer and go back to your campground or go back to the motel and drink your beer there if that's what you want to do. I always look at these kind of events like this. I want to have fun and do stuff, but I don't want to be drunk and hungover all the time and not enjoy doing that. Everybody's to themselves, and if that's what you like to do, you want to, like the monkey guy's like that. I think he likes to get around the campfire and have a good old time and drink, and he's happy with that.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm happy for that too.
And I could used to do that once a time, but not anymore.
And
now I get hangovers.
We've done that. We went to New Orleans. We had a few drinks down in New Orleans when we were down there, and when we go to Panama City, we usually have a few drinks down there too. And so we do drink, but we don't. When you're buying those $5, $8 drinks, we'll have 1 or 2, and that's it. That's all we're going to drink. We're not going to drink anymore after that because that's.
When we go to Panama City, we like those frozen drinks. So we have the cups. So we got the refillable cups. I bring them every year.
Save a few bucks.
And we usually get one, and we'll split it because that's usually plenty for both of us.
Yeah.
So
it depends on what you want to do. Just like staying places. Last year in Panama City, we stayed out there at the state park, and it was what, $30 or $40?
Sandy Pond or something like that.
It's the only place we could find at the last minute.
Yeah, it was like $16 a night, and I guess we stayed the 4 nights.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad at all.
That was during fall. So that was a pretty good deal. But I mean, it was a 20-mile ride to get back into town, but it wasn't that bad.
No.
And,
it was dark going back out there.
But I mean, it was okay. So there is places you can go and stay. You can get in cheaper. You don't have to go down there and stay at, in Deadwood at the big old fancy hotel that they have down there.
So Rapture Ranch wants to know if we've ever visited K River, Adam Sandoval's place for veterans.
Yes,
we've been there twice.
The first time I did, I busted my butt and worked my butt off for 2 weeks with
Daryl.
And all for free. And we helped them. That was the year they were doing the breaking the world record. And so he was saying he needed people to help. So I called up and said, hey, I can come. I know some plumbing. I know electrical. stuff like that. But I'm not going to be whatever, I'm not going to be your gopher.
Oh.
And somebody gave us a super chat.
Oh,
Art's
Art.
on there. Thank you.
Have a
And the
refreshment.
Pateen to Art.
Yeah, Pating Nation Art
Yeah.
there. He
He's
said,
going
have
to be
a
the one. He's going
refreshment
to be
on us.
doing. He's probably coming on because he wants to see.
Larry.
Larry's going to be coming on talking about his event, and Art and Mike's going to be over there, and they're going to be filming all that for us.
Yeah, Mike's on too. So.
Yeah. So those guys are getting together and talking, and we're getting press passes for them so they can go to all the special shows that probably will show up on.
Much better. Show me your eye.
Probably on. Oh, I go this way. Can't see because I turn that way.
I know.
Maybe I can go this way and look.
There you go. See, much better. Just looks a little bloodshot now. So
A lot better.
Thanks for asking.
A lot better than it was.
Yeah.
And so we got a lot of really neat stuff, but most of the stuff from.
Oh, there he said he got his bike finally from the Meekum auction.
Oh, yeah, he got it the other day when I talked to him.
Oh.
He went on last week and said that he got his bike.
Arrived in perfect. Shout out to Hall Bikes. Delivered to my bike shop. Getting a once over a new set of shoes, and it was nice meeting you guys. It was great meeting you too.
So that's how we got into
Help
Meekum
us out.
auction, is through him. He kind of told us about it and what was going on, and he had not press pass, but he had an extra ticket that he offered to give us to get in. And so,
Yep.
So we appreciate that.
There you go. Don says hi to Art.
Yeah. And
Adios.
Art turned orange now.
Yeah.
So,
Did you think of a name for your YouTube channel yet, Art?
Yeah.
I told him. What did he say?
He wanted something
A little about everything.
Yeah. But
I think that's a good name. I don't know. So that was Tony Huffman. I got the picture of the girl you said that looks like me and acts like me, I guess, more. So that was kind of neat. Everybody says they've got a twin somewhere out there in the world.
my daughter sent one to me the other day. It was some tennis player or something. She said it looked like me, and it kind of did. If you go to the Harley store and see the one with the guy with the earbud, those
Headphones?
things, headphones that go with your helmet on, that guy looks just like me too. Actually, it was me.
Which Harley? Oh.
The Harley stores.
Oh.
It was on the package,
Mm.
in the box.
Cherokee Rally's good dirt racing, hanging out with, and then go to Maggie Valley for wheel turns in the museum time. That was Tony. Tony said that.
So you guys are on Facebook.
Ranch says very nice. Thanks for your contribution.
If you're on
Are you
Facebook,
working there?
if you're on Facebook, all you have to do is hit that part that says StreamYard, and if you hit that, that gives you permission to use your name on here.
The Garcias are talking.
Yeah.
And there's Mike. So, Art, this is Mike.
I don't know, did
Mike,
you give me
that's
numbers,
right.
didn't you?
Yeah, I gave it. Did you guys get to talk, Mike and Art? They're both going to do the Bullhead River Rally. Any trailer info yet? You just missed it.
Yeah, the trailer info just was over.
Yep. So you'll have to go back and watch the beginning. It's about 30 minutes into it.
Yeah.
We had Nicole and Andrew on.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah.
Most of the questions that I had about trailers was that, is it going to whip it around? What kind of gas mileage am I going to lose? He's got a 6-gallon tank. He gets about 170 miles on a tank with him and his wife on the back, loaded the bike up and loading the trailer up. He's pulling, 700 pounds?
That's what he's thinking. I don't think
Yeah.
he said he's ever weighed it, but he's
But
guessing.
he's driving up to 100 miles an hour with it. But what he does, which I give him hats off to, he always, when he stops for gas, he always takes a temperature check of his bearings, because that's what the problem is going to be. When you got those little tires on those trailers and they're zipping along, that's what's going to get that's the number one thing that's going to cause you problems, is the wheel bearings. Because if that wheel bearing would go out, the trailer would be out of control.
Yeah.
But I asked him about trucks. He doesn't really have swaying. Now you can get the new ones, like somebody said the other day that Bill's Trailer Sales has those Banshees. I think that's the thing, which are all fiberglass and stuff, which they're 100% lighter than what they had. Theirs is the metal one, aluminum. It's got the wings that come out. It's got the legs on them. We've kind of looked at those, and it does work.
There's their setup. JJ, she was asking about it. That's their motorcycle and their trailer there, what they pull, and then there it is, all set up once they got to where they're going.
So they got a little canopy room in the front, and you don't have a lot of room in it. You basically have a bed, which most of these do. They have a wing in them that you usually sleep on. You got a little bit of an area there for storage, and that's about it. It saves a lot. Like they have their cooler strapped to the front. Go back to that other arrow here again. That'll click it back there. And so their cooler's there in the front of the bike.
See my mouse
yeah, I don't know if they can. I don't know. No, you can't see your mouse.
Okay.
Because we don't have the screen on. And so you can see there in the front, they've got their Yeti cooler there in the front, and then they've also got bags and stuff strapped to the top. Because once you fold the wings in, there's not a lot of storage inside there, so you're not gaining a lot. Now, some of the fiberglass ones are a little taller. But if you go to any of the rallies, Bill's trailer sales, he's always there. He was in Daytona. He's in most of the bigger rallies.
So just put this one out.
You can get rid of this.
Yeah.
You go down here and click remove. And you can check those out, and that'd be a good place to look at trailers. Now, he's only got sometimes he's got some used ones there too. In Sturgis, he brought some used ones in that I've seen.
So Thomas, they said that it does wear the back tire a little bit on the trailer that he pulled. He's noticed that.
But he said the Bush Tech, I think, are the fiberglass ones. I think.
So that might not be as.
But you're still going to wear the back tire because you're putting weight on the back of the bike. But he didn't say how often he has to change a tire.
Ring the bell. Oh no, give us a thumbs up.
Yep. Well, you hit the bell for notifications.
Yeah, you can. You can do that too.
So you might want to text Larry.
I told him, but I'll call him again.
Now.
I think he said 8:15 or.
So Art spent a bunch of money on his bike. Art, when's a good time to call? I already spent $1,200 on my bike getting ready for the Bullhead River Run. And I know I already got new tires. I had to get a new tire. I won't tell you how much I paid. And
where's Larry? Larry.
Right on.
This is 5:30 his time, so that's 8:30 here. So.
Watching you in time, appreciate that. We like all you guys too, and it's great meeting all the new people. So there's Thomas Adventures. At Thomas Adventures, it's a timeout camper. So I'm assuming that's the guy that's camping all the time. There's a couple guys that are out here with YouTube
No, I think
channels.
that's the name of their camper, because that's Nicole.
Oh, at Thomas Adventures. I thought it was at.
She's telling at Thomas Adventures that's the name of their trailer.
Oh, okay. It's a timeout camper. All right, I got it.
So where am I at?
You're lost.
I am. Oh, geez.
So
I don't know what it's doing.
what do we got going on right now? We're doing we got some meet and greets, not with a lot of people, with actually some YouTubers. We're going to be eating dinner with, did they ever write you back?
Paul never did.
Kelly?
And then Kelly said he was going to talk to his wife and then call us back.
That's with Prime Cut Pro. He's one of our friends, YouTube friends, and he's actually a subscriber to our channel.
Yes,
our biggest one, 900,000 subscribers. And probably everybody's seen that. One of the guys that we met at the rally, and I had no idea. And this, I don't know if you guys probably have seen it because his videos go really wild. Bling Master. I had no idea that was an older guy. He's probably older than me. I had no idea. I thought, it's probably just some young guy that puts videos out, and because he doesn't really talk. I've seen a few of his videos. I watched a couple the other day. But I mean, he gets like 400, 500,000 views on his videos. I don't know how he gets so many people to look at it. And I don't know. He doesn't have that many subscribers. I think he's got like 160,000. I think. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen Bling Master or not. But he met us. Well, he met me. He knocked her down to get to me. And
I was taking pictures and he was on the other side of me and he's like, "Excuse me, Bob." And I'm like, there he is.
actually, somebody wanted to see me. They want to see her all the time. I'm Tom or John or that dude. You're that other guy. You're the guy on the show. No, that's me.
Or it says he's getting some more camera equipment and he can put a trailer on his bike
Yeah, you might need that.
to put all your stuff in there.
But yeah, remember what you have to carry around at the events. See, I've got her at least to hold.
Some of the cameras.
She usually always carries the camera on the stick with the microphone on it. That's the camera we do 90% of the interviews with. And then she's also usually has a GoPro too, and then she's got the camera to take pictures with. And then I usually have a camera on a stick, and then I sometimes have a camera in my pocket too, a GoPro. So
He's on his way. He said 5:30, which would be 8:30 our time. So I could text him and see if he wanted to come on earlier. So Larry, if you're watching this, you can come on earlier if you want. Just jump on in.
We could be doing a tattoo. He's at the tattoo shop.
Yeah. I was talking about supposed to check. Okay.
So,
Gotta go. Yeah, this is much better than in the truck. Because in the truck, I'm kind of leaned over and I'm.
Well, now it's dark too, so you don't have that glare behind.
Well, no, they said I look much more comfortable than when we were in the truck doing the video. I could probably move that stupid seat up.
People here. So this is when we first talked to this guy the other day. He's like, "I can fix it to where we don't have anybody in the dining room. We just tell them the dining room's quiet." No, you don't have to do that. It's not like we're putting cameras up. We just gotta. Well, then I find out there's a table. We kept looking for plugs, and I forgot that most Pizza Huts, the plug's in the ceiling, and I forgot all about that. And the plug is, we're at the first booth here, the door's right there, and there's a bench. And they keep sliding up against the plug, and I'm plugging it. Big old lady was over a while ago, almost cut the cord in half. She was.
Right. Mike says he got a GoPro and a cell phone. Technology is not my friend. I hear ya.
Which is what we plan on Mike doing. Well, you can help Art too. You
Yeah.
can help carry.
If Art needs some help, or you
Well,
you guys want to hang out
to
together.
charge the battery up, or whatever. And it's sometimes it's better to have somebody there at least to talk to. Because you're like, sometimes you're just standing around there waiting for something to happen. Like if let's say
Something's supposed to happen at 2 and it don't happen till 4.
or I don't know how the cameras Art's going to have, but I mean if he has a second camera, he could always give you the Osmo or something. You could, because the idea is to try to get like what she does when we do like the wet t-shirt contest and stuff like that. Beauty contest, she usually goes in the back and talks to the girls before they come up. That way you can find out who they are, where they're from, how many times they've been in the show, things like that, and it gives you guys viewers a little bit more better edge. She does it better because she's a girl and they don't think you're little guys.
Believe it or not.
But I mean, Kelly, he really gets those
Yeah.
girls to do stuff. But I mean, he's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
So he's got it down on how to get those girls to.
Well, a lot
talk
of
to
them know
all the
him
time.
now too.
Could be too. And so I don't know. Gotta ask him that.
Yeah.
And
How
so
do you do that?
pretty exciting. So right now we're not doing a whole lot. We're doing a lot
Can
of
you tell me more about the giveaway?
fix up stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get right in the middle of it. He shows up. How much time does it say we have? We got
about
15 minutes. All right. I guess we'll talk a little bit about our giveaway. So first, we're going to tell you got everybody. You don't have the grand prize on there.
Well, you know what the grand prize is. You gonna say that last?
Yeah. So here's some of the things that we're going to be giving away to you guys, and it's going to be given away before the Panama City rally starts. And the way this is going to work is each one of these gifts or prizes or raffle, whatever you want to call it, is may be something that you need to be at a rally to get the discount or to use it.
To use it.
Yeah, to use it.
To redeem it.
Yeah,
To redeem it.
So some of them you don't have to be. They're gift cards. So we'll explain which ones are which. But what we're going to do different this year on this one is we're going to let you. This grand prize was a qualification. You had to go to Sturgis. Well, now we have a few other ones that have qualifications too. So what we're going to do is this drawing is going to be where you can actually enter for each item. Like let's say you're going to go. You're like us. You're planning on going to Sturgis. Because all these people are going to be at Sturgis. I'm going to Sturgis for sure. I want to enter every one of these. Well, that can be done. And we'll explain how that works. So we're going to go through what we've gotten from our vendors and what we're going to be giving away. And they're not in any particular order. The first thing that we've got is from the fairing exchange, where they do the inner fairings that they change out. You like to have one painted to match your bike, or you have a custom bike or whatever. They can, if you call them ahead of time, they can bring that with them. What they've got is they're going to give a $100 gift card, which is good up to $500. Okay, over $500, they will automatically just give you a 20% discount on everything you want to buy. So like if you want to buy a new steering or a new steering wheel, a new stereo in it. If you wanted to get the
digital
gauges, or if you wanted the lights, what do they sell the lights?
Oh, the custom dynamics.
Yeah, custom dynamics. They got custom dynamic lights, so you could get your whole package there, and you get 20% off of all the stuff that you bought from on that day. So that's the first thing. Next thing we got is Bug Slide. Bug Slide is going to give away 2 T-shirts, a man and a woman's T-shirt, and also they'll give you a travel thing of the bug slide and the total and all that. And this is a bonus. You don't have to. If you go to the rally, they will spend an extra long time and detail your bike completely. So that's the other thing that they've thrown in if you go. If you don't go to the rally, you just get the few t-shirts and the travel kit, a bug slide. Next thing we got is Maria's Bandanas, which is Mexi Phillies. There we've got 5 different bandanas that she gave us, and we've got the 2 hats with the hair, the bald guys, and to give away to guys. So we don't know how we're going to break all that up yet. So the other thing we got next is Amzo Adam is giving away a full oil change. That's all 3 oils in a Harley Davidson. You can do it at both. You can do it at a rally, or he'll, I think he's got Indian too. And or you can do it, he can mail it to you. If you do it in-house, it's $199 value on that. Next one is Ciro, and they're giving away their phone charger that mounts on your handlebars. We got
phone
some
holder and charger that goes on your handlebars.
Yep, I think it's like $150. And then also the cup holder, which is like 50 something. So it's over $200 value. We're going to give you some videos on this. We're going to make a video that we're going to play at a lot of the end of the end of our video starting on Friday to show you what everybody's giving away. J&P Cycles is giving away a $100 gift card. So there's no qualifications to get the $100 gift card. Chubby Cups, what's he giving you?
He's giving us one of those quick release drink holders.
Okay. And so he's giving us that. Dan Kite is giving $50 off any kind of paint job that you want. If you want just some pinstripes put on, if you want a minion like me, you want to put a minion on your bike or whatever, it's $50 off of that. And the last one we've got right now, you didn't put a Rick Rack is giving us $75 gift cards. You don't have to be present for that one. And we got one sexy biker chick. What's she
giving away one of her designer t-shirts. It's like a $60 value.
Yep. And then our grand prize, and we waited for this because this is what determined if we were going to have a giveaway at all. It's basically about a $1,200 value. It's 2 full passes to the Buffalo Chip. You can use them for camping. You can just use them to go to see the concerts. Tent camping. You can use them to go in, and if you want to go down to the pond and swim around, if you just want to ride your bike into the venue and you want to sit on your bike and watch the concerts, that pass is good for all of that. But the catch is you can't sell it and you can't give it away. Whoever wins it, I have to pass those names off the first week of April, or within the first couple of weeks of it, before Panama City starts. We have to pass those names over to the Buffalo Chip, so you'll have your passes there when you come in. And then we give you a little code number 2 to get you.
Either have to be going, or you'll go if you win the pass.
Yeah.
One of those 2.
Because you're saying, hey, if I can get free camping, I'm riding Sturgis.
If you're gonna bring your tent and you can camp and you can stay there the whole time.
And you get there early to the Buffalo Chip, which that doesn't include this. But if you got there, Buffalo Chip's open all the time. So you can get there a couple weeks early and camp. I have no idea what they charge extra, but that's how you get back into those trees where there's shade at. About 3 days before everybody else gets there, we'll get you a nice shaded spot. So that's our giveaway. We've got several different ways, which we're going to be talking about that later this week, about how you can get entries into this. One of the ones we're going to do is on Patreon. If you're a Patreon person and you write on Patreon, hey, I want those passes. Well, if you're the $25 one, you'll get 4 entries right off the bat to that. If you're a $9 person, you get 2. And if you're the $3 one, you get 1. But what you'll also be doing in Patreon is during different videos that I put into Patreon, you can comment on those and you can get extra entries into other items. So the way it's going to end up working once we start all this is there'll be several different ways that you can get entered into these contests to win these items. 1 item per person, of course. And the way it'll end up being is you'll be able to make a comment on like our live feeds. You'll be able to make comments on our regular YouTube and then also on Facebook. And then we're also going to have bonus ones where we go on a live like this and we'll say something like, yesterday's video, what did the girl say that pertains to our station, to our YouTube channel. Well, that would be She Said Patine. So if you said, hey, She Said Patine, you would automatically get an entry into that. But that's the first person that comes up with the answer on a live. So we will be doing that on, we're not too busy in the next few weeks. We're probably going to have lives on Wednesdays and Sundays. And giving you that opportunity. We may even do some quick shorts to give you one in there, to where you just got to come in the comments. First person that puts the comment in, and we just look at the timestamps, and when they come up, you get an entry there. But what you'll have to do is you'll have to say what entry you want to be in. Hey, I want to win the Sturgis passes. Hey, I want the $75 Rick Rack. And what we'll do is we'll put a video out of all the things we're giving away, so you'll be able to see what they are, have pictures of what they've got, so you'll have a good idea. Well, gift certificate I can't show you because I don't know what you're going to buy, but we'll show you kind of what they've got, and then you'll know, hey, this is what I want. But the whole idea of this is we want you to get something that you want, not something that, hey, hey, I don't even ride a motorcycle, but hey, for Sexy Biker Chick, I could get that nice T-shirt and give it to my girlfriend, give it to my wife, or heck, my wife don't need it, I'll give it to my girlfriend. Whatever you got to do. So whatever. So go down at the Harley store, whatever. But so we want to make sure people take advantage of what they are, because that's the whole idea of getting raffles and giving this stuff away, is for you to go contact these businesses and say, hey, I got this from Bob and Tam, but you guys have been doing a great job. Because when we go down to One Sexy Biker Chick, she says the average is 20 people a day come in there saying, I watch Bob and Tam, I watch Bob and Tam. And
Where
also,
they at?
Rick Rack's the same way. They said there's over 20 people come in there every day to their booth. And they're like, is Bob and Tam here today? Are they hanging out? We're there a lot. Both those places were there a lot. And you might wonder, people always say that. Why do you spend more time at some of them and not the others? And then some people you don't ever go to at all. Well, here's how we do it. We look at people that are friendly to us, people that welcome us into their stores, people that are happy that we're there. That's why we do what we do too, is like Shane and them, eventually I may get down to where we do some demos, show you how to put things on, and let their guys do it. Because like I always say, I could put a pair of handlebars on, okay? And that'd be great. But to have a guy that's done
100 of them?
Yeah. And you think he might know a few more tricks than what I would know? Probably. And just like all these other guys out here that are putting stuff on bikes and stuff like that, if you're not putting on hundreds of them a year, are you an expert in it? Yeah, you can work on it. It's like I used to be an auto mechanic. I could rebuild a carburetor, I could do this and that, rebuild a starter, but versus a guy that's all he did all day was rebuild starters, he could probably rebuild a lot faster than me. Plus he would see things that I might not see that are wrong.
Or knows tricks to make it go by quicker or easier.
Yeah, because you learn from doing things. And so just like your job, whatever you do, if there's something you do all the time, you're going to do better than a guy that does it the first time. If you're an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter or a motorcycle repairman, whatever you are.
We can make that happen, Nicole.
What?
She says we could do a fashion show together at One Sexy Biker Chick this year, and then they'd get twice the business.
We can do that.
She works out though. Man,
she wants
Nicole
to. Yeah, but they already got you. They like you as a star.
Well,
you got your followers.
She would definitely be the star over me.
Well, we really wanted to get what I really wanted to
bodybuilder.
get, which I don't know if I'll ever get her. I never asked her yet. Is the Karen that does the bar. I would like her to go to like the dealership and do a photo shoot with her, and but I don't know if she charged me a fortune to do it, or she would do it.
So did you get some good information, JJ? He, I don't know, she, I don't know, JJ. They said they went and watched the video trailer, so I'm glad you got to see it.
And I think it was really helpful.
They've got some cute clothes.
It's a lot of questions that I would have if I wanted a trailer. I don't know if I'd ever put a trailer on the back of my bike. I don't know. I never had that in. Well, I guess we did that once, but I don't know. Well, then you'll figure out the loss of mileage.
Headbands with our new logo. That would be cool.
Well,
there, Neil's back.
Yeah. Mexi Philly makes keychains now, but I'd hate to see what they charge for. But I don't know. We got new stickers coming. We ordered 1,000 new stickers, a new design.
They'd be coming out our yin-yang.
So we'll have enough for all the way through Sturgis.
And that poor guy that we saw from UK and Golden Corral, I was like, I'm like, oh, I got a sticker, thank goodness, because I really didn't. I wasn't thinking. Well, I guess I probably would have, but yeah, I was thinking, oh my gosh, we meet this guy, and I don't have a sticker to give him.
We're slowly changing over. You'll see some of our stuff's got the new logo on it. We'll see a few more things changing. Like I said, we got the new business cards. I get rid of the old ones. And so if you at a rally, we got a lot of people that do this for us. If you're at a rally and you want to help pass out business cards, let us know. We're happy to give you a handful. We got to get rid of the old ones, and so we can start using all the new ones now. And
we did when we were in Galveston. We had two couples that were there that we had met in Texas. One in Louisiana, and one in Beaumont, Texas. It was Pat and Gary and Randall, and I can't remember his wife's name. But anyway, when they were down there, they were like, "Give me some cards, and we'll pass them out." And they passed them out, and they come running up to us. We need more. We need more. They're saying, "All right, watch these people. Watch these people." So
which is what we used to do.
Yeah.
And we didn't do it in Daytona. We did pretty good. We gained over 300 subscribers in Daytona. So we're very, very happy with the response we got in Daytona. Plus the people we met.
Yeah,
I bet you we met 500 people. And
so Neil says he doesn't want anybody to enter, so he can win.
And so we'll see what happens. Like I say, as we get closer, we got to write the rules up because YouTube doesn't like you to give stuff away if you don't write the rules up. And so we'll write that up and put them underneath here, and then we'll put the same rules on Facebook. So if those that are looking at Facebook, they can see what they are there about winning them and all that kind of stuff like that. And we'll see how it goes. And
saying that.
We hope that
they said that the bridge in Daytona needs to be like the Tree of Shame at Dragon of the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Whatever, I said it backwards. I don't know who keeps writing that.
But yeah, which it should be. You see stupid people do stupid stuff, and you see that all the time. And even one of our subscribers was down there, and we talked to. It had been his first time he ever rode in a big event like this with a lot of bikes and stuff. And it's like, you come to a rally, you really got. It wasn't so much about the bikes; it was the cars. And somebody got on our channel, made a comment that I was driving the truck too fast on A1A, and I wasn't using my turn signal, and we rode up and down Nova, we rode up A1A, we rode up the 1. I've never seen so many Florida drivers that do not drive the speed limit. Do not. And most of them are doing 15, 20 miles an hour. We'd be doing 55 down, and it's 45, and they're still flying past us doing 60, 65, and they're Florida plates. So they're the locals that are doing it. It's not, I very seldom was I passing people. I was passed. Because I run about 5 miles. I usually go do about 5 miles over the speed limit. Same thing, I don't want a ticket either. And so we watch all that. And, somebody else was complaining about all the cop cars that they sit out there to, to scare you, to slow you down. It's like, I had to put your sale signs in front of them. No, you're a moron to even think that. The whole idea of why the police department does that is to slow you down, make you think, hey, there could be a cop up here. Hey, I ought to be thinking about what I'm doing, because it is just like when we talked to the chief, not the chief, was the other guy, the sergeant.
Oh.
Ormond Police. Ormond Beach Police. I keep thinking Ormond Beach Police. That's what they said. The whole idea of pulling people over too is to leave those blue lights on. They usually, if you're going to get pulled over, ticket or not ticket, you're going to be there for at least 20 minutes. That's normal, because what they want to do is slow traffic down. Because once you see those blue lights, everybody's going to slow down. And that's what he said. Just a turn of your wrist, you're doing 30 miles an hour at the speed limit. It's that easy, and they realize that. So, but you're in.
Just to make you think.
Yeah, and when you're in this area, we don't want to talk about the fatalities, but we will be here soon. And, how many of them could have been avoidable? Because, you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing. You were going too fast. You rolled to a stop sign. It's like I always say, you're on a motorcycle, if you don't know yet,
drive cautiously.
You got to drive defensively. The cars are there to kill you. And they're not looking, you're in their blind spot, whatever. Especially now, I like to ride the inside lane. That's my favorite part of riding a bike. When I'm at the rallies, I have to keep reminding myself I want to be on the outside lane, because I don't. 2 reasons. Well, 1 reason. I give me more time if they come over in my lane. But yes, an animal could come out. That's why I always like to ride the inside lane, because the animal could come out and you wouldn't have much time to react if it came out of the ditch or something like that. Crazy alligator came out or something. We got all these runs for.
Well, this is Larry should be on now, so I'm going to have to text him to remind him.
Yeah, so we'll be getting Larry on here real soon. Talk about that. So pretty neat. So far, rallies. Well, this is the first rally, so I say pretty good. Rally's been going pretty good. Pretty happy with Daytona this year.
That's it's 3 hours difference, right?
Yeah,
It's all right.
because they're California time right
Yeah. So I put, are you ready?
now, and so it's pretty. Daytona was okay. We'll have to refigure how to do it. We did get down to the Cabbage Patch and spend a little more time, which I didn't put in that. I put a highlight video, but I didn't do the wrestling or the bull riding. Some of that I can put on YouTube. Most of it's going to go on Patreon. Working on a video today that was the wrestling. I was going to put that on Patreon, but stupid internet would not. It was up for 4 hours and I got 2% uploaded, so I canceled it. Should have uploaded it while we were waiting for this to start. So I didn't want to burn up all. We're using the phone hotspot, so I don't know how long. I don't want to kill my phone upload. We're probably still doing pretty good. You get 73%. It was charged after we started, so we used 25% already. So if I've been uploading videos, it would have used up that much more. So I did bring a charger for it. Charger in the truck. So pretty exciting. We got a Wii boost, which I got to figure out how to put all that on.
He's having some difficulties getting on, he says.
See, is the link not working, or he just didn't have internet? So Larry will be on in a few minutes. He's getting situated there. Might be finishing a tattoo. So a lot of stuff's going on. We're going to do big travel all around Florida here. We're here for about 12 more days here in Orlando, and then we're going to be down in Fort Myers the 27th. We show up there this month. Be there about four days, I guess we're there. 5 days, maybe 5 days. So by Friday, we'll be leaving and going to Fort
Myers, then Fort Charlotte.
I just said Fort Myers was first. That's what I just said, 5 days. And then from there, we'll be going up to Port Charlotte. We'll be right next door to Black Widow Harley Davidson. And I know there's a few people that want to meet us there. So
you can use it for that.
What?
Neil says he just wants to go see the concert at the Buffalo Chip. He says he's already got the cabin.
Yeah.
Well, looky there. Who's here? Ken's on. How you doing, Ken?
And
You must have work late.
So I forget where I was at.
Where we were going. Then we're going to Port Charlotte.
Yep. So we'll be down in Port Charlotte. We'll be down there about 10 days. And then we come back to Orlando for 14 days. And then from there, we'll go over to Panama City Beach. We'll be there about a week. I think we get there, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday.
We get there Monday. And then
I think we're there till the next
we get there
Monday.
Tuesday and we leave the following Monday.
And so
not quite a week.
So that'll be that. And then from there, we don't know where we're going. We're going to have a slow ride back to, we got about a week to get to Panama or to Myrtle Beach. And
if the gas isn't $7 a gallon.
So hopefully, maybe this is a good trend. The gas price went down, a few cents here, 5 or 6 cents. It dropped just this morning. If we got gas yesterday at $4.99, now it's not $4.93. So maybe it'll drop a little bit more. Wouldn't hurt.
Nice.
And but I mean, if it stays around, $5 isn't going to kill us. But anything, like I say, I don't want to get to where I'm paying double the price. It should be about $7 a gallon. That would be way too
no bueno.
Yeah.
My Espanol.
So we're doing better with the videos. We're making a little bit more money, so that's coming through. A lot of people gave away.
We're waiting for Larry.
Yeah.
He's having technical difficulties. It's asking me to sign in to Facebook or YouTube. So it's on YouTube. I don't remember my passwords.
I didn't think he'd have to sign in to do that. No, he shouldn't have to sign in. I don't know. I wouldn't think he'd have to sign in with that link. He's got the link, right?
Yeah, I sent him the link.
You click on the link and see what it does.
You're entering the studio.
Oh, I guess it does.
Just connect with YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I got to choose an account.
Okay.
I know he just said something else too.
So we're waiting for Larry to figure it out.
Can you send me the link to Facebook? It should be the same one, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's the same one.
So anyway, D-Dub, we're waiting for Larry to come on to tell us a little bit more about the Bullhead River Run.
Yeah, because he went live last time.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
hadn't been on yet. But I guess he
Yeah,
has.
he has been. Somebody want to answer? Well, at least it's ringing. It had this. I guess if they put him on hold, it goes. Drives me crazy.
So when Larry comes on, we'll talk a little bit about the Bullhead River Run. That's going to be April 27th through the 30th. He's got a lot of neat stuff. He's got the band.
Quite right.
Yeah, Quiet Riot's coming, and the tickets
Count
were
7.
Yeah, Counts 77.
Oh.
If you don't know who they are, that's Danny from Counting Cars from the TV show. I don't know what show.
Counting Cars.
I don't know what network it's on. True. I don't know. One of those networks. I used to watch it all the
Might
time.
be history. I don't know.
That's where Horny Mike and all that is. Horny Mike's been on our channel too. We've seen Counts before play. Those are kind of both. They're both calling themselves headliners, but Count 77 is going to come on first, and then Quiet Riot. You get all that. I think the tickets for that one's $30 a person to get in to see that. And that's inside, air conditioned, all that in case it's hot over there, which can be. And so that's his main concert that he's got going on. He's got a whole bunch of bands playing though. They've got City Park, which is, if you know anything about Bullhead, that's where you can put the jet skis and all that in. He's got a whole area that's fenced off that that other people can't get into. Just don't worry about it.
Well, it says Larry's trying to log in.
That's under Messenger.
I know. Well, it wasn't a minute ago. It was under Facebook.
It's gonna pop up here.
I don't know.
So
Okay.
he's got it's a pretty good setup that he's gonna have down there at the park. He's gonna have some beer wagons and stuff down there. He's got some vendors and stuff from Food Bay, and bands are gonna be down there. And then you go over to the Anderson Center. If you've never been there, Bullhead City, there's a couple different ways you can get to it. You can run down the 95, which is the main highway that runs from Needles to not Las Vegas, but up the other way. And or you can take the what's the loop called?
Parkway.
Yeah, the Parkway. You can come right across the border, which is the border of Nevada and Arizona, and you're at that light. If you go straight up the hill, that's the Parkway. Parkway makes a big old loop, and it'll end up right there at the Anderson Center. You'll end up back at the 95 at the other end of town, and you go right across the road there, and that's the Anderson Center. So if you want to not deal with the traffic or anything like that, that's what we do. That's the road we drive most of the time.
Please send me a link here.
Then you need to go on your Facebook page and send him that link there. But I don't know if you'll be able to talk through that.
I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
So Larry may not be coming on. And
What's
we may have to figure out
difficulties
to figure out how he can do that. Maybe we'll do a trial next time and we can get it all figured out.
Well, he was on that too long ago.
Yeah. But he said he forgot his password. Archie come on. And he can talk about what his plans are for filming the events. So besides that, Larry's going to have a bunch of other neat stuff going on. So the Anderson Center is going to have a lot of the bigger vendors that he's got. He does have stereo. What's that stereo place called? The blue and white truck. We see
JMC,
yeah.
JCM.
And he's got somebody there. I think they're installing stereos there. I don't know what other. See, what happens is this is the same time Panama City's going on. So a lot of the big trucks are all going to be down in Panama City Beach. Depending on how that rally goes this year, that would determine what trucks he can pull next year. Like next year, he got promised J&P Cycles. They have 3 trucks, but they have a grand opening somewhere in the United States the same week. So the third truck's going to be there. So next year, he'll have a J&P Cycles truck. And he'll pick up more bigger vendors as time goes on. You know, Larry's trying to start this up. And it's tough coming back.
And there's a lot of vendors that used to come to Laughlin that loved it at Laughlin. So I'm sure.
Like Speeds, that was one of their favorite ones that they used to go to.
I'm sure
that's how we met Speeds. Yeah. But they used to be in the Bullhead City side, and they were in the city park there. That's where his truck was always at. And they had a lot of good things. But Larry's got a bunch of neat stuff going on. They've got the Veterans Ride that's going to be going on. It's the is it Minna Fire? It does, yeah. It's Minna Firemen that have that poker run that's going on during the time Larry's having that. So they're kind of involved with Larry's thing that's going on. What's nice about this is everybody that's working on this is all local people. not some promoter that came from somewhere, because we found that out from Larry, that's why the hotels used to cost so much, because the promoter bought the rooms ahead of time and then he resold them. That's how we all got screwed with those rooms. And Art knows that too, because we did hotels a couple times before we started staying with his buddy up there in Bullhead, and we stayed at his place.
We do have a store. You have to look on the little link below when you're watching a video. If you click on the little arrow button, upside down arrow, whatever, there's merchandise down there. It looks just like a bag at first, but once you click on the bag,
you don't even have to click. If you look, focus. It's too white. There, you see these you see those little bags
and cups.
You click on that, and that'll take you to the store, and then it'll take you to the
stuff. Hats. We had hats and shirts and stickers and bags.
So what you do is you go down, and it'll say "Show me more," and then it takes you down and shows you all the stickers, and then you can get into the shirts and the jackets and all that stuff. So right now, that's how we're doing it. It's a company that goes through YouTube, and they'll put it on there. They're the ones who do that. We have a subscriber that is working with us. We've actually already got a YouTube. We have our own domain, bobandtams.com. Nothing's there yet, but we do have an email, which is contact us at bobandtams.com.
Yeah.
So we already got that. That's already set up. We're not really pushing it yet, but if you put something there, it'll pop up on the phone. We got it programmed on the phones. He's going to work on getting us a channel or a website, and we'll be able to put a bunch of stuff on it. And if he does a great job, he wants us to promote him. He's an IT guy, and we're not going to give any information on him yet, and because I don't know if he wants people bothering yet. And
as soon as he gives us the okay, we'll let you know
we'll
who
start
he
letting
is.
you know how he's helping us out. We actually met up with him in Daytona, and pretty neat. And so I'm not an IT guy. I have enough trouble just getting this stuff to work right. So,
and we have difficulties too. Larry keeps saying, I'm sorry, but I said, we have issues too.
And, if Larry doesn't come on the night, it's not the end of the world. We can set something up on another day. Like I said, we're not that busy. The only thing we're thinking this Saturday, we're going to be out. Probably won't do nothing Saturday night, but maybe Sunday night, we might come back out again. Maybe give you guys a little bit more notice. But we had to first find out I had a place that had internet.
That was the hardest thing, finding no place.
So I got
in Orlando in a big old city.
So I got the Wii Boost, and I think it's going to be easier for me
his coffee.
To mount it on the trailer than it is my truck, because I don't want to drill a hole in the side of my truck. So I got to probably make some kind of bracket, which I may not be able to make till after we get back. That was your problem.
They said Ken says he'll give a $10 super chat if somebody answers.
Pizza Hut.
Somebody kept saying, "Hello, Pizza Hut."
There you go. He's the boss. Boss for the night.
Somebody's bound and determined to order their pizza. Go online. It's much easier.
You get discounted to go online. It's cheaper.
Yeah. So I got here, ordered the pizza, and then walked over there, picked it up, and brought it over here and ate it. It was like half the price.
They don't care.
I've been making it since before you came. Art says yes, he loves his coffee.
Yeah, he has a cup of coffee. Well, maybe it's something else that's coming in. I don't know. He walked her by the phone. So
yeah, and then he walked away. He looked at it and walked away. It's as exciting as the lady eating the chicken bone. The telephone ringing. Oh my goodness.
We had a guy earlier before we started. Some kid was back here walking around pacing.
So go answer the phone for him, Bob.
So then I had to take an order.
Say Wally World. You got the wrong number.
Bob and Tams.
There you go.
How can we help you? So
yeah, that was a big mistake.
What?
When I worked at a hospital, and we had to wear this pin. They did this campaign, and it was supposed to say, "What did yours say? How can I be of service to you?" Was that the gas company?
Yeah.
It was something like that. It was like, "How else can I service you today?" or something. You would not believe the responses I got. I took that pin off, and I didn't ever wore it again.
She didn't want to service anybody.
Well, they had other things in mind.
I know, that's what I said.
So.
Move from the studio.
Okay, so Larry, there's a few questions. Somebody said that they heard that Mother Rhodes was going to be there. So are they
I think they're going to be there
let
with
me
the
text them.
T-shirts, but I don't think they're going to have any. Well, see, Mother Road has never had
A booth.
Yeah, they never really had a booth where they were working on bikes or anything like that. Because we see that at some rallies we go to, like the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. They actually had one of the vendors were there, mounting tires and doing some minor work and stuff. But they are going to bring out. I think they're bringing out their trailer with all the T-shirts and stuff in it. That demo
We can call
trucks.
Tony and ask him.
Demo trucks, nothing. Nobody's having any demo trucks. See, nowadays the dealers have to pay for all this now. They don't get free trucks anymore. And Larry had Indian all set up, but some reason at the last minute, Indian.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they
I
might do
didn't
it
know
after. Unless it's changed. Like I said, we haven't talked to him. We've been gone. We haven't got to talk to Larry since all this happened. Or since we've been on the road.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing him post stuff on the internet and stuff like that. You can always go to his Facebook page, Bullhead City River Run, bullheadriverrun.com. And he's got stuff there, and he's also got the Mayhem, which is, he started out 12 years ago, maybe 13 years ago now, doing the tattoo convention over at the same time at the Colorado Bell. Didn't know that was him. Didn't know that the tattoo was always they had it every year. We stumbled over it twice and walked through there. And but they do it 24 hours a day. It's like a contest or something they have going on up there. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. They're going to have all these after parties with the dancing girls and all that kind of stuff, and art, and I might get special passes to get in there for those private parties. And so it'll be pretty neat. And if you don't get to go, you'll get to see some of that through our channel afterwards. Depending on where we're at, to where Art can mail us the chips and we can do some editing and put that stuff up for you. And
yeah, won't let him in. He said he should send a picture. That's what it's doing.
I don't know. Let me get another. We'll send another.
Here, we'll try to
email.
send you another link, Larry, and see if that works.
Let me see. Let me close.
Put the phone up, please.
Let me go back to StreamYard.
Hello, Sam's Pizza Boys. Now it's doing that. Can you guys hear that? Listen. Oh, no. There it goes. Did you hear that? That's the noise that drives me nuts. The phone ringing. Women dancing is boring. Now I'd rather look at eagles.
I don't know if I have him. I don't think I got him in mind.
You want me to send them to you? Tattoo in Bullhead. That would be cool. You can ask Larry. Larry's going to have it. That's going to be the tattoo stuff's going to be over at the Aquarius on the second floor. So if you want a tattoo, that's where you need to go.
It's the same thing.
I don't know.
Send it to him. See, it does it on my phone and during broadcast.
Okay, copy text. I'll send it one more time, Larry, if you're watching.
Oh, they gave you $10 for saying hello, James Pizza Parlor.
That's, Ken did that. Try this one.
It's still the same one. And Don says, make sure you like us, put that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not getting any money for this because we're doing the duel. When we do the duel like this, they don't give us anything. So anything you can do to help. There's something new we're going to try after all this is done. One of our vendors brought this up to us. Oh, Larry came up. There he is. Larry's there.
Hey, there he is. Here, you want to bring him up?
Here, we'll bring Larry up. Instead of me babbling on here. We'll get him all situated there. All right.
Wait, we got to add you. We can't hear you, Larry. Wait a minute.
All right.
There he is.
Holy cow.
He's got his phone.
Yeah. I am. That's what I got to work. I tried my computer. I tried everything, but I had to change my password, and here I am.
Okay.
Why don't you just make it on him?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is just let you talk, and you can go ahead and explain all the things that are
going on.
Important.
Yeah.
Okay.
About your event.
All right. I'll try to get through this pretty quick. So let's start off with Laughlin. In Laughlin, we have the Ink Mayhem Tattoo Convention that'll be happening the 27th through the 30th. The event is the 27th through the 30th, Bullhead River Run. The rally itself is going to be happening in Bullhead at two locations, the Bullhead City Community Park and Anderson Fieldhouse. The The Bullhead City Community Park is going to have vendors and live music and a beer garden. It's going to be kind of more of a laid back, relaxed, chill by the river, listen to the live music, and scope out a couple of the vendors that are there. There's going to be a lot more activity and a lot more hustle going on at the Anderson Fieldhouse. That's going to be where we have the bulk of the vendors is going to be set up over there. If you are a member of Facebook, at the Mayhem, the Main Event 2022 page, you can go on there, and we have a lot of the vendors already listed there, and we are adding to the vendors as we're getting closer here. But at the Anderson Fieldhouse, there is also going to be beer garden, live music, and vendors, the vendor setup. There's going to be stunt bikes. There's going to be motorcycle stunts happening on Friday and Saturday, it's looking like. And on Saturday, there's going to be a bike show inside the Anderson Fieldhouse. On Friday, there's going to be the Quiet Riot Counts Customs. I'm sorry, Count 77. Count 77 is Danny Croker's band, and Danny Croker is Counts Customs and counting cars, and so he's got Counts everything, and he also owns Vamped up there in our Vamps up there in Las Vegas as well, so you can catch him up there playing. What else do we got? We do have a car show that's going to be happening Wednesday of the show at the Anderson Fieldhouse. The rest of the days, we are going to be doing a best bike of each day. And there is going to be other entertainment that is signing on with us as well, but we need to get them all straightened away and figure out what their schedule is going to be before we make any more announcements on that. We are getting pretty close. We're all very excited. We're ready. We're prepared. There's a couple of things that need to be sewed up, but we've got plenty of time to do it. As you can see, I'm feeling pretty relaxed and pretty confident. I'm about 10 minutes away from my committee meeting, so I'm really glad that I was able to get on here and explain to everybody what I got going on. But Bullhead City is really looking forward to everybody coming. The community is looking forward to everybody coming, and we want you all to come out and have a good time. We got some really great bands lined up, so if you go to the website, you can look for the music on there and see what bands that we have playing. We have an Iron Maiden tribute band called Maiden United, and we have a ZZ Top tribute band called Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, and we have a Journey tribute band called Journey USA, and that band actually has two members from the band Great White in it, and the lead singer of that tribute band sang with Stephen Perry on his solo albums. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them, and I hope you all come out and check us out. Make sure you go on to the website, bullheadriverrun.com, to look for passes and specials and different goodies that we have going on. We also have the Men of Fire Veterans Poker Run. That's a tradition of the River Run for the last 10 years. And they've almost raised about $100,000 for homeless veterans, which is an amazing feat over those 10 years. And that's going to be happening Saturday. You can also find information about that on our website. If you just go to the website, bullheadriverrun.com, and then click on vets. There is another organized ride that's happening Friday, and that ride is called the Bullhead Raffle Ride, and it's kind of interesting. There's some information posted about it on the website. So bullheadriverrun.com, and then you just click on raffle ride, and find out all the information about that. We're really looking forward to having you all. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all your support. And I think that about sews it up.
All righty. Well, that's good. Thanks for coming on, and sorry it was such a pain for you.
No, it's okay. I felt bad because I probably was leaving you waiting.
No, that's all right. We can always mumble about something.
He's always got to talk about. Somebody said they heard that Mother Rose was going to be at the River Run.
you heard that already? I haven't even announced that yet.
Somebody came on here and said something about it.
Actually, I talked to them today, and Mother Road Harley Davidson is going to be at the event. They're gonna have their trailer there starting on Wednesday, but they're going to be open for Friday and Saturday is when they're going to be able to accommodate the crowd of people.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
But we're excited to have them out, and we're glad to have them aboard.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm glad it's all coming together, and we're going to be sending Mike and Art out your way to cover the event for us, so we can get all that going, and people can watch and see what they missed if they didn't get to come.
I do. I have their media passes ordered up, and I will be ready for them.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
That way we can, and then 20 years from now, you're going to sit back and go, wow, I couldn't believe it went this, we've gotten this big.
I know, right?
Then you could have, well, it probably wouldn't be Kid Rock, he'd be too old by then, but whoever the big headliner then, you could have them at that time.
Well, no, Kid Rock will be like the Willie Nelson.
Yeah, you're right.
You
It
know?
could be.
Yeah. He probably would appreciate that. Oh man, Willie Nelson, huh?
Somebody still wants to see me.
Well, that and he'd probably be a lot cheaper then too.
yeah, probably. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
No problem.
Get to your next meeting.
Yep, we'll get with you in a week or so and check for any more updates.
All right. Thank you all very much.
No problem. Take care, Larry.
Right.
Bye.
You too.
Oops. Bye.
Came off pretty quick.
Uh,
So we did get Larry on. So with some technical difficulties, he made it with his phone. So it was good. Gave us some good information there, and he reassured us that the Mother Road Harley is going to be there. That's one of our hometown dealerships that own the ones in Las Vegas area too. We also have one over in Mesa.
yeah.
And
No. Apache Junction.
Yeah, still close enough.
Yeah.
Mesa, Apache Junction is all the same area.
Get the thumbs up.
All right, look through your comments.
All
Coming
right.
around for the 2 hour
Mike's
mark.
on. I saw your video. You guys almost went over the rights and bridges. Totally watching the road. I looked at your motorcycle trail. Almost. I know. It's crazy. What
But he
those
said
people do.
some of them do have brakes.
Yeah.
Ones that you can order.
I'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. Sounds good. Thanks, Mike. When do I get my press pass? He said he's got one
He
ordered
said
for you.
He's got them ordered for both of you.
So I'll send you guys his information too. So you'll.
Art
Larry's-
already met him.
Oh yeah. But Larry's got your guys' information. I'll send you guys Larry's information. My Facebook crashed. Oh no.
That sucks.
Now he's got to be on YouTube. Anyway,
So pretty exciting. We made it almost 2 hours. Not as good as we were the other night when I wanted to stay on longer. We were in Daytona. I guess Daytona, more people interested in watching Daytona stuff than anything else.
Yeah.
So we got that great giveaway. We've got stuff we're giving away from the Buffalo Chip. We got those great passes that we're going to be giving away. Rick Rack's giving away a gift card. Dan Kite's giving a discount. Chubby Cups is giving a cup holder. J&V Cycles is giving a gift card. Ciro's giving a phone charger and a cup holder. Adam, full oil service for your Harley. Maria's Bandanas gave us some bandanas, also some hats for the guys. Bug Slides giving away some shirts and travel size bug slide to keep on your bike. And if you're go to one of the rallies, he'll give you an extra good detail for free. Fairing Exchange is giving a pretty good deal, $100 off of 500 or under. Anything over $500 is giving 20% off. So pretty good deal there. And then 160 Biker Chip is giving away a designer T-shirt. We may
our own designs.
Yep. We may be having some more stuff added as we get going on here, but we'll see because we've made calls out to all of them, but not everybody commented. Mike got in that 29 days as Facebook jail.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
It's like that's no good.
You can always change your name to somebody else. We got a couple friends that they got like 5 aliases that Facebook doesn't catch on. They're not too bright.
I gotta run. Talk later. Okay, Neil. Well, since you and Neil are going to go, Neil and Ken are going to go to Sturgis together. They're going to stay in cabins next to each other. If one of you's win it, the other one can give the other one the wristband. Because I think they're both going by themselves. There you go. How about that? Neil, I'm happy to still mow my lawn. My house looks like a park. Nothing else loving to pick me up. I can't afford it.
It's tough. It's the same thing with us. We did go to a concert I guess we went. Did we go just once? We did see Kid Rock and REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, and got to see like 5 minutes Kid Rock because
Well,
it
that's
poured
a
down
storm.
rain
It's that one where you ever see his videos where lightning comes out. That was actually done in
at the Buffalo Chip.
If you go in the office there, Rod, I think it's in his office. He's got a picture on the wall, and I told him, I said, we were there at that concert. And he said whatever year it was, 2015 or something. I don't remember what it was. And he popped out of the stage, and right when he popped out, the lightning bolt was behind him, like it was planned.
I'm Kid.
Boom,
and he popped up, and the lightning struck. And it was like it was awesome, but
then it started pouring down rain. It's like we were parked over there in that mud, that field, and it turned to mud.
Field, but it was going to be mud soon.
There's no way I'm gonna get out of there with Especially a lot of people don't know how to ride a bike and knock everybody else's bike.
I'll have to ask Anessa. It says win a dinner with that one sexy biker chick. Is that one of the drawings?
So we got a bunch of neat stuff, and be watching here in the next few days. We'll give you all the rules on how to enter and win all these great prizes that we're going to be giving away. And we're going to have a little bit of fun with it on some of our lives, to where we're going to quiz you on the video that came up the day before. So make sure you're watching those videos all the way through, looking at all that stuff. And so we'll do that contest. Somebody's tired, and she's been sleeping extra long.
Oh, I know. I've been sleeping. And
extra hour or more. I'm up editing, and she's in bed sawing logs till the dog wakes her up.
I know. He pushes on the bed. It's like, hello, are you going to get up? Like, usually he lets me sleep. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, Art wants a dinner with. He wants a dinner with Dawn, or does he want a dinner with one sexy biker chick?
No.
I seen something that said Art wants a dinner.
He said, yes, I want that dinner. I don't know. I guess the one you win with a free sexy biker chick.
No, I didn't know she'd give away a free dinner too.
Ken just says he wants a patch. I'm going to put a patch just for you. And Neil. I guess both of you guys I need to give a patch too.
Well, we should have plenty by then.
Yeah.
They're not beating down the door with it, because most people forget to even ask for
it.
Because you just don't pass them on to everybody.
Oh, no, we're in Orlando. That's where we are right now. So he said that the Indian passed the 2 HDs before the finish line in the bagger race. Must have been down at they had that last race. Didn't know that. We didn't get to go to that, so. Oh.
Those have been hard. Indians spend a lot of money fixing up their bikes and stuff.
To go with one sexy biker chick.
She's married.
He might just mean any biker chick.
Oh, any sexy biker chick, huh?
That would be my thing if I know Art. Bob was not amused. Dinner with one sexy biker chick. Anessa herself. 15 Nation. I'm on Facebook now. I can't type. That's Dawn.
Where does she live at?
Where do you live at, Dawn? Randall. Man, you guys are big time now. Oh.
Is that the Randall from Louisiana?
Louisiana. He gives us lots of good tips on which way to come when we're traveling and stuff. So he helps out a lot. The bagger races at the Hooligan race. Twin Cup race and Daytona 200-mile race on the 600cc sport bikes.
Was that on Saturday? Did they end up racing all day Saturday? Did you go to the Saturday? Did they have racing all day Saturday? Because that's when they were supposed to let, at 1 o'clock, after the races were over, that's when they were supposed to let you ride on the track.
Yeah.
And well, ended up being the guy that kept asking us all the information about it. Ended up, wasn't for him, it was for another group of people. So I don't know if they ever did that, or
if they ever got to
right around the track or not.
I'm laughing. There were several races cut short because the rain was coming to the area. Yeah, one we were watching, I remember where that was at, and they called it, and they said, oh, it was a bike broke down. That was at the Sons of Speed track, because one of the bikes broke down, and they had made over half the lap, so they called the race. Because I think
we got a bunch of video of that too. I don't know when I'm gonna get that all edited and show you all that.
We had 2 days of racing, Mike said.
Got a bunch of great interviews there. That was really fun. We messed up on the races at the racetrack, which, see, I don't know. If we did all those races at the racetrack, we'd never get anything else covered, even though it's just the last weekend. But we could have got press passes. I don't know if they would have given them to us. Everybody else does. So, but when I looked, you had to have it by February 18th to ask for them, and I was already too late. There's a couple of people asked us, like Kelly with Prime Pet Pro. He says, how do you get all those passes? I don't know. They must like us or something. I don't know. I said, I've never been turned down. Anybody I've asked, they're like, sure, yeah, why not?
Come on in.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, okay. I don't know if it's because they see our interviews and that they know we do interviews with people and they're okay with that versus a lot of YouTubers don't talk or they're not really showing you anything. Well, they're showing you stuff, but they're not doing what we do. And maybe that's what makes us different.
Oh, because the phone stopped ringing. I went over there and unplugged it.
Say you didn't leave. And I was telling you about another rest.
I did.
No.
I saw that. Hernandez got 5th place on the hooligan.
We should have
race.
got you to get your phone out and you could have done some lives from put on Facebook
for
us.
us. Yeah,
Show
there you
those
go, Mike.
races next time.
You can be a remote reporter
Yep,
for
that's how
the
Mike.
Bob and Tam
That's how the
show.
other Michael started
Yeah,
all that. He's now one of our working with Art on a rally. So you could, but yeah, any of you guys like that?
15-year-old kid made a bunch of Aprillas on 660s on his own.
Well, did you guys go over to the track? Did you see the monster truck driving around? Ended up being that kid was 17 years old that was doing those stunts in the pickup truck.
Yeah.
Doing the jumps and burnouts and all that stuff. It's the first time, this rally was the first time he got to do it in public. So it's kind of neat. Kind of made you think about when he come around.
I know, because it looked like he was coming straight toward me, and then he turned. I'm like, oh no, this kid's 17 years old. He's gonna run me right over. Nap time. Got to work tonight. Found the life button. Mike says. Good night, Mike. Retire. That's why I have 3 children, 2 adults living in my house. I can't afford to retire.
Yeah, Art, I told you how to do it.
Adiosum,
Sell that house,
Lisa.
buy them a little thing, and they're on their own. If not, you're going to be there till the day you die, and then they'll have nothing because you'll be gone. So
State will take it all. Probate.
yeah, they'll kick them in the street, and they'll still be able to be homeless. So you got to teach them responsibility, give them their own place, and
Say, see you later, alligator.
then you could be a big YouTuber like us. Might even be bigger than us.
Probably will pass this out.
Might.
Whoa.
Art can, once the Art starts working with us, then he can grow from there and start doing his stuff.
Branch off.
That's what
Crime Cup Pro and
Crime Cup Pro
Austin
and
documentary.
yeah, those guys actually used to be together, and then they broke up. And well, of course, I mean, still the other one still got 600,000, and the other one's got 900. So that I couldn't even imagine at 900,000 subscribers. Well, you don't really, the subscribers don't mean crap. It's how many people watch your videos. It's like I was talking about that Bing Master. I was looking at some of his videos, and there's like over 400,000 people look at those videos. That guy is probably making $10,000, $20,000 a video, maybe even more than that. It's just unreal, and that people are getting that kind of views. And you also got to look at on all this how long somebody watched the video. So you could have somebody that says they had 1 million views, but if everybody clicked on it and seen it was clickbait and they clicked right back off, then they didn't make any money because nobody was on there more than a few seconds.
So it looks like every time somebody clicks on it, even no matter how long they watch it, it's considered a view.
It's kind of like mine. A lot of times that's what I do. I click on a lot of videos because I see their thumbnail, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't really show me what the title and the thumbnail doesn't go together. So I click on the video for a few seconds to see what it is. I'm like, okay, it's not what I thought, and I click right off of it. So that guy would have counted as a view. So when you look at stuff, that's what you have to look at. We're running overall about 4.5 minutes video, which isn't bad considering most of my videos are around 8 minutes. And you know, if you're doing somebody that's doing those, which I don't know, the 15-second videos, the shorts are YouTube's having drawings, and you get a chance you can win a couple $1,000 or something. I think that's why everybody does the shorts now, but I don't know. Shorts are only good. Like we did one the other day, just checking the internet, see if we were all blurry or anything. Just wanted to make sure it turned out all right. Yeah, so we still got 50 people still hanging around. Monster truck lost control. What is that? Monster truck lost control and killed some people in the grandstands at a local speedway. Yeah, now all those monster trucks have remote control shutoffs.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it could be gas pedal could stick. Could be a lot of things going. You know, anytime you're at events like that, well, it's just like I talk about on Main Street. The guys that go down there and do burnouts and want to pull wheelies and stuff downtown. You got all these people standing around there. You hit a rock or you hit a dry spot or something like that in the road, and your bike goes out of control. Next thing you know, you plowed over a bunch of people and killed them, and you know you're going to be in jail the rest of your life and lose everything you own because they're going to sue you for every penny you got. But I mean, you know, just for a few seconds to be in like, hey, I'm cool, look at me. So I don't know why guys do it. Just like revving the engines up. I have no idea. We never really get good answers, other than a lot of you agree with me that it's those guys out there that they're revving that engine up. Okay, dude, you got an engine, you got a throttle.
Got
You
some
know,
mufflers.
and I think all these guys, when you're in a place like that, see people looking at you, shaking your head and stuff, thinking, oh yeah, they're thinking I'm cool. No, they're not. Everybody out there thinks you're an imbecile for doing something stupid like that. And it's like, you know, if you're going to an event, like I say, which I didn't find out because Palmoda, is that what it is? Palmoda?
Yeah.
He
Palmoda.
over at the I think it's over there at where Crazy Horse is at that flea market. They had a whole strip there that they were doing the crotch rockets and all the motorcycles out there doing stunts and doing burnouts and they were letting them do it. I'm thinking that's where he was at because he told me it was over in the city, but at the flea market. So I'm thinking not really in the city, but I think that's the flea market because we never really made it to that one. So I think that's where it was at. But you could go over there and do burnouts, pull wheelies, do everything. They had a whole, like one of the little streets
Aisle.
next to the, pretty big wide aisle that they were letting them do all this on. And they were doing it every day because he did a video every couple of days and he was down there. I think that's what he rides, is a crotch rocket. And so there is places you can go and do that kind of stuff and not be stupid. And not, you know, there's enough people, there's not a,
There's a time and a place for everything, and that's the time and a place for that.
and, you know, there you got
Now
people
I sound
watching.
like my mom.
Now you're watching it and you're like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat that they did that and they did this. Well, that's right, because you went there to see that. And it's like somebody else told me today when they were watching the video that we put up yesterday. Oh, everybody there looks so boring. Like they're bored to death. And I didn't get a chance to write back to the guy. But I mean, do you really understand what a motorcycle rally is about? You know, we go to a motorcycle rally for a couple of reasons, but I mean, one is to sit back and watch the people, see what's going on. You know, if you're standing up at the rail there, you're just watching the bikes go by. You know, I ain't got a happy face, I ain't got a sad face. I'm just watching the bikes go by. You know, you're looking to see what's different, what people are wearing, and all kinds of things. You just seeing what it
Dude
is.
riding the bike.
Yeah,
Because who pays for those burnout tires?
I don't know.
Well, sometimes, like at Sundance when they have the burnout day, whatever, on Wednesday, I don't know if you burn your tire out, do they pay for that? You just gotta go. They got
Some of them have
a
a
tire
contest.
dealer right
Some
there.
of them have a contest and they give away money. But I mean, if you're not getting over $500, you're really not. See, I'm always worried about if the tire flew off and you had, you know, a full dressed Harley, or even if you ripped your fender off, or I'm not saying that maybe you might get hurt from it. I don't know. I'm not a big one for burnouts. And used to in my car, but I mean, I never back when I was a kid. But I don't know. The only burnout now I do is if I hit Chad with a truck trying to get out. You know, other than that, it's.
Or he's mad.
Well, it's still don't. I don't squeal my tire. Truck tires won't squeal. It's a hit Chad. Man,
It's like squealing your tires on dirt.
yeah. Dukes of Hazzard did that a lot with their 12-speed transmissions. If you go back and listen to that. It's all sound effects they put in. It was an automatic car. It didn't have a stick in it. It is what it is. We all believed it. Doing them burnouts.
They were the Dukes of Hazzard.
That's right. We didn't get the meeting this time.
No.
They raised the prices. You get there for free and they wanted $40. I ain't paying $40. That's not in the budget. We went on by.
I don't know. Didn't get to see him.
No, that's fine.
Yep.
All right, I guess we'll wrap it up.
All right. So stay tuned for those giveaways. We'll show you tell you how to enter to win, and be thinking about which one you want to enter, and then that way you'll get the prize you want, hopefully, if you do win. So
Don't forget, before we leave, give that thumbs up. Go down there. See, I hit mine. Little black thing there. See, hit that thumbs up if you're on YouTube. Hey, it turned out now. You know, you can see the little jackets. You punch on that little thing down here where the shirts and stuff are at. I don't see my finger. Oh, I'm down too far. I'm down to the girl in the bikini. Punching the girl in the bikini. Up there it is. If you hit there, that opens up, and then you go down here to the bottom. Then you hit this that says show me more. Show me more.
Hey, Steven.
Show me more. And then we raise it up. There's a patch you can buy. There's another decal. There's a coffee mug. Keep going. There's the shirts. There's the jackets and the hat. I got some of those hats. The hats are pretty neat. They're
You were
$22
going to give some of this and giveaway, weren't you?
Yeah. And then there's more too. You can click on some of that and they'll take you into the whole store. Or you can go in here. I always tell you about the little triangle here. See right there, that little triangle? Whoops. It opens up. It's not on here because we didn't do it yet. Usually down here, it'll have all the links to hit everything. Like if you're looking for Patreon or all that. I didn't put it on here because we're not done yet. So it'll come up here after that. It tells us how many we have. Well, at that point, we only had 5 likes. 52 views in our second. So that's all under that little triangle. So if you go to any of the other videos that I have, you can see the stuff that we have. Like if you clicked on this one here, it's on this one. Get rid of the commercial. So here. So if you clicked on that little arrow, that's normally what you would see is all that down there. So it shows you after you get past all the hashtags. There's the Bob and Tam's. The first one is the store. So you clicked on that. Then the next one's Patreon page, takes you to that. There's Tam's Instagram. There's our Facebook page. So those are all things you can click on. So if you clicked on the store, it brings you back to that. And then you can look through all the stuff we got. Tons and tons. Oops, went too far. Somebody else's ad. There's a hat again. You can just go, there's the bottom. You click on that. And you can buy stuff.
If you want.
And we get a few pennies from that, a couple dollars. Pennies off the stickers. So with that, we're going to leave you right here because we're dropping people. So it doesn't look like we have any more announcements, any more good things coming on. So with that, we're going to leave you right here in wonderful Claremont, Florida. There's a Claremont, Texas, too, isn't there?
I think
There's a Claremont
so.
someplace.
Yeah, where does it say Pizza Hut?
I deleted it.
Oh, wow. So put it back up there. So thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Get involved with our giveaway. Maybe you can win some of those cool prizes. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And there's our email. For now, you can do that one. Or if you want to check out the new one, which is contact us at bobandtams.com. Ain't that special? Special.
Very special. Thanks, Rex.
And he didn't come on tonight.
No, he didn't.
And he probably working late. And at that, we're going to leave you, and we'll see you all on the next. We've got a video coming tomorrow. Don't know which one yet. I'm working on a couple different ones. One, we're working on another one of the bars. 2 of those I'm working on. And then we're also trying to get the wrestling thing going. So depending if I got internet when I get back to where we can upload it tonight like I did the other night. So with that, we're going to leave you, and we'll see you later. Anybody in Florida, let us know. Email us.
Karen, I think she said she lived over here somewhere.
Yep.
So Karen, let us know. Email us right there.
Somewhere. Bye.
Bye.
Pizza away. Phone's not ringing anymore.